Fogo, I need to be in Fogo. Anyway, everybody all right? Can I get a squirt bottle right quick or something for that? No, what's up? We got to fast it on out. Now, there'll be that rough time, buddy. When you get through this, you'll be like, woo, we on our way. Then you come back to this time right here. Times of the thirstiest and the hungriest. I was so busy today. I said I need to go and eat. I can wait till the last minute. That happened. Anyway, it's too to be alive. It's too every now and then we afflict ourselves. That's smoke on the what you call it? That's the sage. It ain't hemp. Don't let it blow around too much. Ain't that right? Well, anyway, it's good to help keep down, what you call that? Corona, everything, your viruses. How many of y'all looked that up? Anybody look that up? Just check that out. That, burn them. Y'all burn them in? I burn them. We burn them at the job. Man, sometimes like it caught on fire, I had to set that thing outside. I let smoke down, and I got a fire department across. I said, you know what? That might not be good. Let me go ahead and put this thing out. And I sprayed it with the little stuff. It just looked like it smoked more out there. I said, well, guess they'll be over here after a while. But anyway, time to make it right. But you know, this is somewhat conducive to what we've done before, though. We had incense and things we offered up. So incense ain't nothing new. You know, we're not offering up no incense. We do it, but that was part of our protocol, our practice, where we did offer up incense and fragrances. And just like with us, Elohim look for things that's, that's conducive, that's appeasing to his nostrils. They're like us, you got to stink somebody boo-boo. I mean, you say, whoa, that stuff disgusting. And that's how he rate us when it come down to committing kata. Right. Smell just like boo-boo. Yep. Big man boo-boo, not little baby boo-boo. Big grown rusty man boo-boo. So every time you make kata, that smell like boo-boo. Yep. Boo-boo on a stick, so don't do it. So we here. By the economist Yahuwah. Man, I looked around real fast, but I thought a leopard had got in here. They ain't right at Janae. Then I got another leopard back down. Y'all shouldn't be messing with poor eyesight like that. What you looking at? You got on leopard too. Man, I thought a couple of cats had broke off of him. Man, no way it happened, but anyway, it's too to be alive. Ain't it, y'all? Yes, sir. Could have woke up dead that morning. Ain't that right? Couldn't have woke up dead. Akasha. I said, could have woke up dead that morning. You said, no, I couldn't have. I don't know what happened. You can control that thing or something? I mean, the rest of us in there, we pull out. I'm telling you, when you get old, I don't know about y'all, but when you wake up, man, before I go pee, I talk to him. I talk with him before I go pee. Sometimes I get to the pee almost at the last minute. But just be glad I want, man, you get old, you be appreciating it. I appreciate that kidney being able to hold right now. Cause it'd be bad, I woke up and I was laying on a warm water bed right now. And you mess around and piss in that foam mattress, boy, you got a whole nother thing going. And I don't know, you gotta try to somehow get somebody to get the other end of your bed while you twist the other one, you can wring it out. Whatever you do, please don't piss in no foam mattress. So I just appreciate Mr. Yahuwah for sparing it and allow us to be here one more game. And then we're here on Kafar. I done, Rudy. Good to see you. Yeah. They used to say good to be seen. And that's like, and some folk get seen and they can't see back. People at funeral get seen. Isn't that right? Well, they don't get to see back. But I know for a lot of y'all don't think a whole lot about living every day and making it every day. Y'all, how you sweet 20? 19, goodness, child. It'll be 20. I pronounce 20 on you right now. And then it'll be here. How much longer you got for you to be 20? 3 months. That's January. You got $20? Well, folks be surprised what $20 can do. All right? But anyway, folks don't appreciate it now. Y'all young now. Got your little strength and all, health and going. You get some age and some time set in. Every day a struggle. Every day you just learn to appreciate the small little things. You to open your eyes and see and breathe right. I don't know the last, well, I ain't gonna talk about it, just leave it alone. I'm gonna talk about I don't know the last time I don't swallow it. And then, I'm telling you, get old, you swallow, spit don't go where it used to go. A new pipe, y'all don't had that happen to y'all back there in Lane County? What did it happen or it don't happen? I know it had to happen. You don't have you gonna swallow too? Every now and then, you have to have you'll swallow, and I can go down the wrong pipe. Cool, you had that too, Chelsea? That's because you married to Dwight. That don't count. Yeah, the rest of them. But you happen to you too. Who else it happened to? Palmer? Palmer don't happen to you. You Hayward cousin. We don't worry about you. Why the good Palmers? It happened to her. So it happened to all those good people then. Hey, but you don't have them problem, do you? Yeah, it don't happen to us, those other people. It happen to y'all. Just you and Palmer, your cousin, you and cousin. How you feel being cousin to Palmer? Palmer, how you feel being cousin? Is that something you think about every now and then? Huh? Yeah, he said that. He said you can't pick your family. You can sure run them off though. Get you a baseball bat. Ain't that right? I know that. How many of y'all like to be related to Hayward? That tight. Look at that. That tight. Hold on. How many? John, you stuck already. That you don't count them. How many of y'all like to be related to Hayward? Let me see the hand. Raise your hand up, see your hand. Let folks see you. So let's see. These are people here with nothing else to do in their life. What? How many folks have got something to do in their life better than to be worried about being related to Hayward? And see this one? No, that's all right. Yeah, it's too to be alive. Somebody ain't here. But I appreciate the fact Mr. Who spared us and allowed us to be here. And what our goal is, we won't be pulling the mic out for y'all to come up and do no confessing. We usually do that every year. We're not going to do that. Yahuwah done came. We done supposed to move away from that.
That's right.
That means nothing. Right. And that ain't to say folks ain't done that. Folks, I want to get straight. But that's just beyond it. If everybody gets serious about your everyday walk and not your kafar walk, kafar is so serious for us. It's not like any other Shabbat. It's a Shabbat, but it's the only one we have in where we truly afflict ourselves from everything. And in doing that, I would look at it being attached to, the suffering for what he did for us, because you figure Yahushua, the things he did for us, he suffered outside the gate. The book said for us, you know what I'm saying? Outside the camp, he suffered. Being humiliated, degraded, hated, spit on, slapped, beat, nailed to the tube. I mean, all the things, ridiculed, lied on, all that was for us. He afflicted himself. Isn't that right? And I mean, he did it for our sakes, and I'm appreciative for the fact that when I was in my ignorance, even before I even got him, just knowing that somebody had a plan already reserved out, to where he knew I was gonna go so far, but he had a way to reel me back in. I appreciate him though, because he didn't have to. It's a lot of people that have heard what we've heard and that's going to hear what we hear, but they're not going to be accepted under the bar. I'm appreciative that he not only allowed me to hear, but I was able to obtain, and understand and walk in. That's something a lot of people not able to do. I returned some calls, but I had one fella left me a call. I ain't calling that fella back no more. Now, if I can have it on this earth, if I go to Jupiter, I'll call him back. Then I'm going to call the nigga collect. When he get that bill, he won't call nobody else one. How much you think a bill will collect from Jupiter? When I call him, I'm going to set the phone down. I'm going to call and say, that Pastor Tom Smith, and then say, hold on for a minute, and put the phone down. That thing going to be running. When they get that nigga get that bill, he won't call nobody else. Forever. They want to get that joke a Metro PCS. He won't be get a Walmart phone or nothing. I get there, ain't going to get that nigga walkie-talkie. That man he talking about Jesus and God, some of my head with her. I said, man, you can't be listening. I'm talking about, I said, I don't even talk like that. And that right then he started, he trying to help other folk draw the people. I said, man, you can't draw nobody, man. You don't even have the right information. And it's scary. People just want to run and jump out here and help people. And the first person they need to help is themselves. That's just me. Everybody want to try to run and save somebody. First thing to do is save you. That's the first thing I want to do is help myself. That's the truth. I told you one time I left the Baptist church when I first left. That man grabbed me and told me to help me save them people. My pastor, he said, help me. He said, help me get the other people right. I said, I can't. I said, I ain't even right. I had that much sense. No sense at all. No, I knew, how was I going to help you? I'm like, I ain't even right. I can't help you. I'm trying to get right. And you asking me to help you get them right? Oh, man, I kept going. They told me, so I couldn't go to heaven until I came back. That thing sure wrong him. I started to turn around too, boy. But I think he had put that yearning. He trapped a lot of folk like that, though. He told me, he said, you can't go to heaven until you come back. That's shaky. You know what I'm saying? You want to be saved, somebody tell you can't go until you come back. Well, that thing's shaking. But I sure know he had put some of my law. I couldn't stay if I wanted to. You know, I'm persuaded that if a person is really honest about being saved, I'm just student up believe he'll give it to you. He'll give it to you. He'll know why refuse a person that's of an earnest law. People will try to claim they're honest, and nobody gonna tell the truth and say they're not honest. A lot of people not. But you gotta be honest enough to walk away, quit, give up, and even be willing to put yourself out there. I mean, that's just to be honest. And a lot of times, you know, we too far reserved to where nobody want to be humiliated. Nobody want to be shamed. Nobody want to be looked at differently. Nobody wants to be different. Nobody wants to be unaccepted by others, not accepted by others. So we'll tend to do things in order to keep relationships and keep connection to people. When it comes down to your salvation, I can't stress enough, nothing can be more important than your relationship with him. And that's going to cause you to fracture your relationship with a lot of other people. And you ain't gonna get to pick the people you're gonna fracture your relationship with. They gonna pick them for you. When you take a real stand for what you believe, everybody not gonna fool with you. I'm done. Folks you thinking got your back or be there, you no, it don't work like that. And the people that you be surprised that'll stand with you, that will surprise you. That will surprise you. Don't count folks out yet. You just don't know. I'm telling you, you take a real stand for this thing, for what you really got to do. A lot of people do it to their convenience. Doing what Elohim will have you to do will be a very inconvenience based upon what you're accustomed to doing. You know, it came down to us doing Shabbats. I'll bring them in first until we just have Saturday we come in, I just do a Bible study. Just bring them in on Saturdays, and I would teach them. That's how I introduced them into it. I would bring them in on Saturdays, and I would just teach them. And then I start telling them about, you know, how the Shabbat was. We wouldn't use Shabbat, the Sabbath. Tell them how this, basically what we were doing is what they were doing in the book. That they would come in, he was teaching them on Sabbath. That's how I did our craft. I caught them with guile. If I had told them Sunday worshiper that we were finna start keeping the Sabbath, I'll still be the only person here. Preaching, because you have to be. I mean, so what I had to do was I had to bring them in, and all it was, I told them it was just a matter of just verbiage, what you were saying. Instead of you saying you were coming in for Saturday Bible study, you were coming in for Sabbath teaching. Then you start introducing them on things on the Sabbath that you don't do. You see that? Being wise, but sometimes people hear me, I preach a whole sermon lesson on Sabbath, if people flip right through. You know, flip through a Sunday worshiper. Keep moving, because they know they ain't a God. You get out and you say, no, this is my Saturday morning teaching. Somebody be wondering, oh, I wonder what he's teaching on Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? They go to church on Sunday and they listen to me on Saturday. Before they know it, they'll start looking and say, I think I stopped doing Saturday. So what I do, we were doing Saturday and Sunday. Y'all remember that? How many remember that? They remember. And I told them, I said, we had to let one of them go. I said, one of them either coming in on Sundays. But see, had I just came straight and told the people, said, what we're going to do, we're going to just start coming in on Saturdays. Ain't no more Sunday. They still be gone now. You got to be wise. And I say that to say that's how Mr. Yahuwah was. I mean, even the way he allowed us to transition into what we were doing, somebody just walked up and just told me everything I know now. I probably wouldn't have accepted it. Because my mind wasn't there. People don't believe, you have to be in a certain mind state. And you know what you can find out? You can have the right information, but you can have the wrong approach and deliver about giving it to them. It is. It's the way you give it to a person. And I appreciate Mr. Yahuwah for the way he was patient with me, knowing what kind of ignorant fool I was, knowing how to introduce it to me in a way where he said, he'll accept it this way. He'll take it this way. He knew how to pin me into a way to where, you know what, he's got to take it because there's no way for him to get out of it. If he's saying he actually will do what he say he'll do, when he's pinned in this corner with it, he don't have a choice. Just like when I came up preaching about the pork and the shrimp, like I said, we had just went out and ate shrimp. I got home, had an email, and I was just looking through my emails and I was just looking, and the guy was just the nicest he could be when he sent it to me. He said, I'm not telling you wrong or right. He said, I'm just asking you he said, I'm just sitting there. He said, just look at that. He said, I watch you. I support you. Because at first I said, he's trying to slick one in on me. I said, it won't take that long. When I shot through there and read it and jumped back a little bit, I said, that's fine. I already know where to go. Everywhere I went, that thing backed me straight back in there. Yow! Everything I read, I went to. I said, this don't read nothing like I've been saying this. I said, hold on for a minute. It just changed my whole viewpoint. How I looked at it's about what you see, how somebody give it to you. And I looked back at it, and I went to that. I said, a good one. 1 Timothy 4, they call it 1 Timothy 4. And every creature, all of him, way back then, God, and nothing to be refused. Yes, sir. Ain't that right? He said to them that believe and know that kept hanging me up. I went back. I said, them that believe and know the truth, them that believe and know the truth, them that believe and know the truth. I said, they'll know the dietary law. That's right. I said, got him. Matthew. That's it. It ain't what go in the mouth of the foul of man that what come out. I said, got him right there. He said, but to eat with unwashing hands. I said, well, unwashing hands? I said, I don't remember reading like that. I said, if what goes in the mouth don't defile it, what come out the mouth? I said, it don't matter what it come out in the drought. He said, but to eat with unwashed hands. He hung me so bad. The guy never sent me this stuff. This was me going because I was going to go ahead and shut this down real quick. And everywhere I went, it didn't come out nothing like it was supposed to. That thing just stuck me down there. They eat with unwashed hand. They eat with unwashed hand. They eat with I said, maybe it's in another book. I said, maybe it's in another book that I'm, because different writers sometimes will say something different. I couldn't get away. That thing worried me, troubled me that night. I got out there and that I came in. I didn't even know it. I want to preach the whole message about eating the dietary law. I think I forgot who was doing the camera back then. They forgot to cut it out. They just left it running. Y'all talking about it sound like somebody had fell out and died right in the floor, so quiet. Wasn't nobody saying nothing. Nothing. They were just totally quiet, just like, what in the world just happened? We just ate shrimp last night. I tell you, Chris said, I knew it! How you to preach that thing so hard? Listen, them Hebrew ladies stay where they just say, it ain't right. I said, you can't condemn it. They couldn't condemn to say their life. They couldn't do it. They said, I know you ain't supposed to eat it. All I want to know, I need to preach that thing. I think the 14th chapter book of 12, 14, I think it was. 12, 14. Yeah, book of Allah Hadabarina called Deuteronomy. That man talking about to eat the unclean and clean alike. I used to wear that thing out on them jokers. They couldn't do nothing with it. Old Chris broke down. Chris didn't never eat none of that shrimp, none of that pork. Shoot, I had Chris ready to throw a saddle on a pig and ride it. They couldn't get them. All them jokers say, you wrong. I said, prove it. They couldn't prove it. They just said, I just know it ain't right. I said, there ain't no answer. That wasn't no answer telling me you don't know it ain't right. I want it booked. They couldn't run up on it for nothing. That man was just a nice. You know what? I never heard back from him again. He just gave it to him, just told me, he said, I just want you to look at it. He told me, he said, I ain't fine. He said, I support you. I said, that was it. I don't know where he came from or what he was doing, but he said that to me. After I came back, never replied again, never said, I told you. Good thing I never did. I never heard nothing from him no more. It wasn't for it. It wasn't about his caboodle, and then it was about all he ain't getting his arms straight. I say that to say, over the course of the start of this organization and to now, we have made so many different changes and adjustments. And that's for everybody to, you don't ever stop making adjustments. As long as you're living, you gotta leave yourself room to grow. My dad was real good with plants. He had a plant. I told my cousin, she won at a fair year. That's in like 70, I don't know, probably 73. She had got a cup, she bought it, and it had a plant. It was supposed to be, just the grass, just the dirt in the cup. My dad took that cup, man, he grew that thing. People still got some of that plant. He grew that thing. That thing go all the way around the room, around the wall, and that thing just grew. He kept replanting it as far as, giving it the space to grow. That's what you got to do with your mind. You got to give it the space. Had he kept it in that cup, it'd have died out a long time ago. It was the fact that he gave it room to grow and he let it go Not just down, it went all the way around the living room. It went all the way around the wall and came back around and wrapped. And it grew. He would break a piece of the khaki, he'll break them a piece out, let him get it, and they'll grow it. He just do that. He can just pick it up. He could break something off and he could take it, he could grow it. That was one of his skills he could do. I break it off, that thing dead. I don't buy a plant because I'm going to kill it. That plant going to be talked to. I ain't got time to be talking to you. Now, if you roll and you crumble in the right roll and you got some 1.5, I try you out. That's on him now. I see what you're doing to 1.5. Isn't that right? Or in my Ari pipe. But otherwise, that's just how it is. But he could do that, and I realized it growed the way it was able to grow because he gave it room to grow. You got to be able to do the same thing that comes to your mind and you want to be saved. Don't limit yourself to, I know enough, I'm good right where I'm at, because it's going to hurt you in the long run. You got to be honest. I was afraid to grow. I'm afraid of change. Everybody got a small part of a change, because change means a whole lot of readjusting and getting rid of stuff. And it's kind of like moving. Why I gotta move? I gotta pack this stuff up and move this stuff and get that stuff and dread breaking stuff down and getting all that stuff, and you just want to be over with or just forget it all together. You can have that same mind that come down to growing with the word. Because you got to transition from here and get to where Mr. Yahuwah going to establish his Alam Bered covenant, his, ever life, on past what we know as mortal life. In order to get there, you got to leave yourself room to grow. Hello? Y'all alive? Guess I'm just saying that because I really want us, I do a lot of palauing for us and, people that support us and people that's with us. I mean, I never go without palauing. I don't forget about it. Everybody, it's people a part of us that hadn't physically put the bodies here, but they put the support here and they behind us. And I palau for them to Mr. Yahuwah, grant them their love, desire every time. That's always my palau for them too. And, and people count on us. The way of y'all, synagogue, I probably been accused before of being kind of rough with y'all 1 or 2 times. Shemay, you all right? You breaking out, you ain't had nothing to eat, you breaking out crying? Hold my watch. What you probably been trying to talk about? Cam, what's that? Cam just talking, I want that watch. Cam, what is wrong with you? Cam ain't changed at all, listen. Did I tell Cam to have the watch? He told me, I want that watch. I'm gonna put that watch in my pocket. Yeah, but that's what, I really want us to be ready. That's right. People count on us and there's other people, and they need for us to be in position. I get some calls from folks. It's like everybody I get sick. I said, boy, one of them calls, somebody ought to be well. I'm talking about up here. Well, I get some calls from folks. I'm telling you, there's a lot of folks. He said they don't have no need of physician. They that sick. Well, I must be some kind of doctor. When I tell y'all, boy, you can listen. Some people come, you listen to the first couple of words and know. Creepy. One fella called me. He let me some message. He called from a different number, didn't leave no name. I said, I said, I just left you a message. Yeah, this is my other number right here. I said, yep. Don't have to worry about coming here. Got too many phone numbers. Isn't that right? Man got names, then no names. I can't use you. But look at all y'all in here. There's people in here touched. But y'all Ed, touched by an angel. Yeah, how many of y'all know Ed touched? When Ed said he looked better than his emoji, how many of y'all bust out laughing? Y'all heard? How many of y'all thought that was? That man said, "Oh, y'all didn't see me in person. That emoji." I was like, "Man, that emoji look way better than you." Who else in here touched by an angel? Rudy. Rudy said he shot the angel. I think the angel shot. I told you, shot back. Mike. How many of y'all think Mike been touched by an angel? Think about it, that's 3. Is that all we got? The Val? Yeah. Who else we got? There's some more touchables in here. Who else? Who, Dexter? Yeah, that ain't no came out and said, we got some more. Who's some more? Who else I got? Some more angels. Now everybody good. Now everybody normal. Ain't nobody up been touched. Don't be trying to where I've been touched by a hog. That angel untouched. How many a hog? You know? Yeah, that angel, he just dropped. You probably had you were doing like that. That angel touched. But you know what? It takes all of us to make up who we are. Isn't that right? Because when they send a news story, touch my angel. He gone. He said he gone. Who else we got? Oh yeah. How many of y'all agree that one too? Yeah, we got something. Yeah, we got something. It's supposed to have some visitations in here. And it's something. All them men in this room right now. It's like when Yahuwah made his beriff with us. Not only with those that are here this year. There's some more folk been touched. But y'all know what? At the end of the day, though, it take all of us, all these different personality people to make up who we are. That's right. Where would y'all fit in at? All of us, though, where else we fit in at? We've been other places we didn't fit in, right? Yeah. When Mr. Yahuwah put something together, it ain't what you'll think. Look at when he had the muhad, and he invited all the people to come. They didn't come. You know who he wanted? The halt, the lame, and the blind. He said, so my belt could be filled. So that's what he did. So the people he picked ain't who we would have picked. If all of us walked out here and picked people, we'd have picked the wrong people. Because we'd have picked them for the wrong reason. So you got people, the one thing we all have to have in common, that one goal and purpose, is that we be saved. Ain't nothing more important than that. Ain't nothing take more pressure than making sure we right at the end of the day. Right? How about the teenagers? How many of them who been touched by angels? Go ahead, don't be scared to say, come on. Who you say? I caught it one. So who else? Any teenagers, anybody been touched by an angel? That type. Why are they looking back at Gabby? Gabby, anyone have been touched by an angel? To me, a mook. Somebody been touched by an angel with a teenager? All right, got them. Them two of the teenagers, they smooth. That's smooth. I like that. They do that, huh? Nah, you ain't been touched by an angel. Let's do what someone do now. I like that smooth right there. These grown folk, they just holler people out. They don't care about folk feeling. This month we're gonna work on being humble. Yeah. Come on. Y'all think y'all know somebody been touched by an angel? I love it. That thing nice. That's good. Keep the peace. Why y'all grown people just holler people out? Right, you were touched by an angel before we used to do that driving. Sarah pulled you out. When that angel had you driving, you'd be running into stuff. You ain't had, I'm gonna shake it. You ain't had a wreck since you been married. For all we know, have you? Rowdy, before you got married? Yeah, y'all hear that? Listen, Rowdy, you have a tag on his truck. That angel holler, Rowdy, my co-pilot, don't you put your effing hand back on the steering wheel. Man, Rowdy, you to tell some stuff. You remember you were touched by an angel? Woo! Man, you to touch that wheel and mess up some stuff. I know one night we was on the phone, and we'd be on the phone. Oh, I don't know why, they'd be late. We was on the phone talking. So then it was on, I said, man, what's that? He said, man, Rowdy just hit my car. He said, hit your car? Yeah. He said, he just hit my car. So then we were like, are you serious? We're like, yeah. So he rolled away. He said, right. He said, you know you just hit my car. I said, yeah. And then we went in the house. You remember that rider when you hit the car? Right? That was you back then. That was the angel with the co-pilot. Was the driver, you the co-pilot, the angel with the co-pilot. Right, and he said, and he just went on in the house. He just went like it's nothing. Right, like, man, he had to go. He ain't had time to be sitting there worried about that stuff. Isn't that right? But we made it. Isn't that right? We made it. So pretty good to have Nikki back. Good to have you back, Swinny. Good to have happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. What, you turn 52? You just turned 52? That's all right. I'm about to be up there eventually. October, I'll be up there. Woo, time rolling. Remember, Jessica, you turned 52? You remember that? That's been a long time. What, you 57 now? 56? 50, you 55? Oh, must be Mexican year. I know theirs work different than ours do. You got human year, dog year, then Mexican year. So there's a different how they work. Because you were 55 2 years ago this time. This is the first time you've been 55? How many of y'all think y'all remember him being 55 for and want to make it in the mail cool? Well, he never said he remember being 55. Said you were 55 before, Wayne. You just turned 55 this time. You ain't gonna change nothing else this year. Day year. You say you'll see next year. This year you ain't. Day year. Just making sense. You don't know unless you ask. All right, we're gonna try to get ready. See if we have any announcements at the kafar. Never know. Everybody else all right? Let me ask you if I go. How about the young kid, my young kid? Anybody been touched by an angel? It's tight. Somebody been touched by an angel? Who? Oh, you were touched by one? Yeah, the way you danced, the way you were dancing, Devin. Who else was touched? Who you said Bud was touched? Who? Jonah. Yeah, Jonah. Yeah, Jonah. If you won, at least an angel had hit you in the face with a brick when you was a baby. But we fixed that though. I fixed that though. Who else we got now? Alex, somebody saying Alex? Who you saying? Who, Derek? Oh, he been touched by an angel 5 times? They killed him wide open. All right, we just want to check all of them before we go. Who you say, Jordan? Alex too. Goodness, Alex. He racking up. Okay. All right, we're going to get ready to move forward. So we're going to get ready to, I think that smoke done got in my throat now. So I'm going to talk to y'all like this so I can try to preserve energy. Can y'all hear me? This is my kafar voice. Can y'all hear me? Put on your kafar ears. Yeah, that thing's strong. We might have to, yeah, I do that. I could taste that hemp. That thing, that hemp, that's the, I don't know. But don't play. I know some of y'all in here, though. I know some of them in here. Try to get their last smoke at 7:59. I had to do it. I'm going to sleep. All right, we're going to get ready to let them sound the Kato Sarah. Then we're going to get ready and talk with y'all a little bit. Then y'all go home and go to sleep. Y'all know what? Boy, it feel like Shabbat lately. You're right, it is. Based off of the regular Shabbat. But this ain't like no other one either. Also, when you go in there and wash your hands, don't try to pull that junk to, something in my tooth. While your hand wet. All right, I said it, I just thought about it. Try like you got something in your tooth while your hand wet. Who think that's a good idea? You got potential to make it, you honest. It's too late, that's enough. We full. All them folk that wait too long, right here we be unpacked out. It's like when I said something, come on quick, you got to jump on it right then, all right? All right. How many don't like, hey, y'all got potential to make it in, sit down. Hey, cousin didn't get a hand up in time or no. All right, y'all ready? All right, we'll go down. If you can't go all the way down, you have to use your chair, you can. If your baby real fat, just pin them against the wall.
Most High Kudash Abba, in the Shema Yahushua HaMashiach, Hadu, which is thanks and for allowing us to assemble to be here once again, to Yakra upon your Shem, which is call upon your name, to Palau before you, which is ask, that you will have recome upon us with your mercies. Blot not our Qatar and all of the Abbas, the Benim, and of us, which are the sins and the transgressions. Asking you to to establish us in your present amount, which is your truth. Asking you to avail yourself unto us, that we might know you according to the Kitabins, which are your writings. Asking you to lament us, that we might be taught of you. Asking you to grant us your Ruach HaKadosh, which is your spirit of separation. After that, we've come into the knowledge of your amat, of your truth. After that, we've attached ourselves to you according to the Ruach. After we've enjoined ourselves unto your Barak, unto your Berith, which is your covenant. Asking you to show us that which you would have us to do. We ask you to anoint our wombs this Layla, which are our eyes, unstop our deaf ears, and soften our hard hearts, lobs, that we might truly manifest our repentance, our willingness and our desire to not only to delight ourselves in you, but to attach ourselves for alam, which is forever and ever. We asking you to acknowledge us for acknowledging your Darak, which is your way. Asking you to please don't reject us or turn us back, but we asking that you would receive us into your everlasting habitation. We seek it as Layla according to your Dabar, which is your word, where you are marred unto us, which you commanded, that we should afflict ourselves. And we seek you, and seek to be with you forever and ever. Hadu for the life, which is the Kai, for the Mut, which is the death, for the Kum, which is the resurrection or the rising from the Mut, for the intelligence that you gave us, for the manifestation that we received from the attributes of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is your salvation. We ask that you baraka those that are watching in and those that attach themselves to your Dabarim, those that seek you and for your knowledge. Asking you to baraka those that are connected with us that could not be here but had a lob to be here, which was a desire. Asking you to continue to be healing to those that are afflicted and going through as well. And as we prepare to move further, please search us. Manifest of there's anything we've done or said or gone to, or there any attributes that we hold to that could cause us to stumble, fall away, to disconnect from you. We ask you to cast it from us. Let us have a mat, shakar you, which is worship you. Let us be your abadim, which are your servants. Let us a hobby, which is have an affection for you because of what you've done and what you're doing for us right now. In the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach we palau. Let us all say, Amen.
Whew. Whew, that stool came in handy. I appreciate them young days you got. No joints hurting. Tell them they appreciate it now, and them days come, I'm telling you what. They talking about this bone connected to that bone, this bone finna fall away from that bone, the other bone hurting that hook to that bone. Let me clear up something too was said. For whatever reason was, I don't know what y'all heard, but I didn't say that. I told y'all something, but that's not what I said. I said something about my joints hurting. Somebody said they thought I said my Johnson was hurting. They said, you need to clear that up. I said, what? They said, you said, yeah, y'all don't know, man. Sometimes my Johnson be hurt. I said, oh, I never said that. Oh, when you get old, I'm 52. My joints, I said my joints hurt. Joints. Time will get them. Listen, you can't keep doing but so much. Everything you're doing, you ain't gonna do that forever. Believe me, it was a time when nothing hurt. Folks will say, I ain't have a sick day. That's because they got a bunch of sick days now, and there's a whole lot more than what they had. We all had days we've been sick, but it wasn't as frequent as people to get them now. Ill as people get now. People got stuff bad. It's just people don't remember. It's just, I know for a fact, I ain't never had that much joint pain, hurting, and it had joint, not Johnson. Okay? Just make sure we clear that up. All right? Doctor saying nothing wrong with Johnson. He said my joints. Doctor said nothing about that like the man said about pancreas. One of the kidney. Doctor said my kidney good. Ain't nothing wrong with kidney. Although I did have some kidney problem. Danny can't not see me. Thinking, Danny, did you put any money on my bed right every time? Yeah, it's kind of hard. I really don't remember you coming down. I know you said it. Who else came down that see me? Brett, you were down. I'm on Brett talking about anything you want to leave me, Dad, for you? I was like, but I pay it right out. When folks always want to know if anything you want to leave them before something happens, what you got to do? Watch them people.
Cast them out.
Wow, that's a cast them out. That's tight. Hayward?
Yes,
That's him. Always want something. I see what happened to his other pastor now, God rest his soul.
yes.
Hayward drove the man to death. Hayward, was you looking to get married? Never mind. I thought you were stronger than that. I'm surprised at you, brother. Hayward, the old pastor started that one. All right, this is Romans 15:4. I'm glad to be alive. Y'all young people, y'all appreciate it. Can y'all lift up your hands? Young people. Danny, why you went way back like this? Just go straight up. All right. Now, it's another little move go with it. Let me say it again. We about that. Let me say Antoine. Show us strap. How you do it? How would you do it on your own? Let me see it. Oh, y'all kind of robotic or something. I want to work on that too. Let me see it, but show how to go. Take them down and raise them up. Look. Wait in one time. Y'all all right? Y'all alive?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling y'all better appreciate the man when he get y'all. Whatever you got, you ain't gonna have for long.
Mm-hmm.
Hair, eye, teeth, nose, ear. Ain't that right? Around lose one of your ears, you start writing a symphony.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you start here. How many of y'all be hearing music sometime in your ear? Sometimes you might hear the music. You finna lose one of your ears, you finna write a symphony. That's how Beethoven started. You hear one too? Y'all better your wife say, y'all better make sure, at nighttime y'all go to sleep, put a little glue behind y'all ear. Just make sure it don't fall out. Ain't that what didn't that ear fall out when he wrote that symphony? I'm gonna go to the doctor, I ain't gonna write it. I'm gonna go straight to, how many of your ear right up fall if you finna start trying to write some music? I'm trying to get to the doctor. I'm gonna push all them COVID niggas right out the way too. Everybody all right? Don't be scared of them. For whatever
Nikata before.
was written before
Nikata for our
was
allotment.
written to teach us. That's what we want.
That we, through endurance
So that through endurance,
and Nachum of the Ketubim, might have tikva.
let me see something. I'm trying to work this out. I'm trying to think of my mind. I guess when you think about tikva, we talked about again, talking about that chord. Let's have to look at how that worked for us. They use hope. And in that hope, there's an expectation. And expectations are based upon some other things. Just like when they give Let's see. What I use. Let's see, expectation. Let's see what expectation is in English. I guess what I'm trying to look at is what gives us an expectation. Because sometimes I guess would be something expected. You got what I'm saying? If I'm expecting something, it's going to be based off of, said nature? You said nature? Nature is something that determines or to do. That's what nature, when it talking about does not nature limit us. They're teaching you because nature determines or to do. It does. You know, when a child is born, you'll look and say, woo, that child growing, that child getting big. That's nature. Nature has a way of things kind of happening. And it puts, you know, there are things that we expectation. Let me see. I guess I'm looking at a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. Okay, I like that. Okay, he said reality, this is just a phrase giving you that. Reality had not lived up to expectation, which means someone based on this statement, well, these were showing quotation marks. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay. So now he's saying reality had not lived up to expectation, which tells me, based off this statement, the person had a feeling or a hope for something, using hope, not in the way they use it, had an expectation that reality would give something or reveal something, but to them it did not meet up to it. So we look at a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. That makes sense? Wow. Expectation. That's what we look for with the writings. It gives us a strong belief that something will happen in the future. That's when we will use your call. I'm talking about an expected wait, your call. But for the reason he used tikva. And tikva we talked about was a chord. We talked about, and before in the 14th chapter? I think the 14th or the 11th chapter, the book of Hosea, they call Hosea, where he talked about how he led us with the gentle chords of an ish. So then we try to look at our comparison and things that we look at that can kind of give us an idea to. See if it's the 38th chapter of the book of Bamidbar. Barashit. They call it Genesis. Also, for those watching, if I offend you, if I say something, depending on what I said, I meant it. It depends on what I said. Well, some stuff can be okay, and some stuff can be, yeah, I kind of meant that one. Let's see. Let's see where they go. How about that? Let's do this. 38:1. Okay. Jump down to 38:8. Let's see what happened. Hold on. Okay. So let's see where this goes. How about that? 38. What's that? What? What you saying, Pastor? He said right on. You said right on. One more angel touch coming up. He crunk over there. When y'all mix with other congregations, y'all usually have that going on. You got to remember. He said, yeah, and y'all still keep coming back. Good to know. All right, this is 38 and 8. Let's see how this work out. Then
Yehuda said to Onan, go in unto thy Ashah and marry her, and come up seed to thy
Oh, okay. So you know what's amazing? Now yours said to go in. Yours said. Now what did the King perversion say? King James perversion.
Yehuda said unto Onan, go in unto thy Ashah and marry her, and come up seed to thy
But see here it's saying then Yehuda said to Onan, probably I don't know what they're doing here. If it's, go to your ox wife, brother's wife, and make a brother-in-law. I think that's called kala for a brother-in-law. Well, he called it a brother-in-law's marriage with her, which means, you know, based upon if this is really how it's written, which means what we learned from Musha would have been, hold you guys, see if it's the 20, see if that Allah Shamut, I'm sorry, Allah Hadabarim, see if that's 25 and 8. Let me just say. And say that they call it all Hadabarim. Let's see what 25 and 8 says. All right. Me and my 8. 25 and 5. So, I didn't do 25 and 1 then. Let's say 25 and 1. Disregard 8, we'll do 1. I put 8, so let's go. Listen.
If there be a controversy between Anashim, and they come unto Mashpah, that the Shaphatim may shafet them, then they shall adopt the Sadiq and condemn the Rasha.
That's what they're going to do? So you know that he told you, Sadak. Hold on for a minute. Where's my spot? And they have been Shaphatim have been judged. And they justify the righteous, Sadak, and condemn the wicked. Who do we use? Which makes sense they're going to use Shaphat. That's what a Shaphat is, a judge. It's somebody that vindicates. That's what we're looking for him to do. Okay? That's the purpose of when people go to court in actuality. It's for the judge to vindicate who's right. If you're going in, you got a case that you've been robbed or raped or injured or car wreck, the judge is actually there to vindicate the person that's right. So it could be, I could be the person that's the plaintiff, which means I'm not the person being prosecuted, but I'm bringing a claim against you. So the judge hears the case, and the judge says that I don't hold you liable. You're free to go. At that point, I vindicated you because you had a guilt on you. You was charged with a crime, so you were therefore bearing a guilt until the Shafi came in and vindicated you. Got it? You'll get people that sit in prison for times and years, and they'll look and a charge, it'll get overturned. And so I want to thank everybody who's believed in me, and and the judge and the jury that vindicated me. You know what I'm saying? Vacated the sentence, got rid of it, and that's basically what Yahuwah did for us. Yahushua coming, that's what he did. He actually did that for us. There's a dispute between us. There's a controversy. You see this? If there's a dispute between unashamed men, and they go to judgment, and they have been shaphatim, they use terms the shaphatim, and they justify the Sadiq and condemn the Rusha. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So if you kind of look in a way, a judge, almost a shafir, almost acts as a mediator. You ain't gonna believe it. There's a controversy between us and Elohim. That's why we need Yahushua. We need somebody to come back. The book told he was the righteous. They told he was the righteous judge. When the Sadiq, Shaphat, that's what we counted him to do for us. The vindicators. Hello? That's the truth. That's what they coming to do. We had our Torah declared clearly that he visited the upon of the so to the. That's what they do, and he by no means. This I don't do that. If you're guilty, I don't get rid of that. I don't vacate that. You're still guilty. Yahushua HaMashiach stood in for us. It's that important to understand how important he is to us. People just think it's just a name you call it, just something. It's what he actually did for us. That's right. And that's what we got right here, a controversy, a dispute. We got a dispute between two. Even Yahuwah, we recognize Mushato that he was an Isha war. So we have a dispute between two people. And we're looking, y'all know when I Palau, I always ask Yahushua to be our Shaphat. He just told you what the Shaphat is going to do. The Shaphat is going to vindicate. He's going to justify the Sadiq. That's right. But he's going to condemn the Rosha. See, you don't want to just pop up in that case. And even in any real case, if it's a serious charge, or any good judge, any judge with any common sense that really ain't just set you up and tell you flat, don't come back in my courtroom on the court day. You don't have no representation. Do not show back up in my courtroom. I'm warning you. Do not show back up in my courtroom and you don't have any representation. Because it's going to be bad for you. I know that because I've been out there plenty of times. You heard that statement been told to somebody before today? I'm trying to tell you, they'll tell you quick. And you try them and come there and don't have one. They're going to tell you, didn't I tell you, Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so, when I told you, I'm going to show you. You should have never came back in my courtroom. You need somebody to speak for you. What you learn that it is, people don't realize it's stuff that they say that they can't communicate. And you need to know that for people that they do. You'll think so. You're like, man, it's the fact they have a relationship. The attorney and the judge has a terminology they use that tells the judge that I am a friend of the court. Most of y'all don't know that. He addresses him to let him know, I am a friend of the court. An attorney is an officer of the court. What an attorney will not ask you, did you do it? Because you basically put them in a bad situation. I don't want to know if you've done it. I'm going in fighting with the fact that you hadn't done it. I'm going to fight them on what they can't prove. If you tell me, oh, I did it, as an officer of the court, that's going to be bad for you. They got that attorney-client privilege. It's certain things that this person is sworn and bound by they got to do. Because he tells them, I'm a friend of the court. Yahushua HaMashiach, he's a friend of the court. It's things he can say that he can get across to Yahuwah that you can't say, that you can't do. You're going to have some representation when it come down to the mosh pot. I assure you don't want to come in that man's courtroom and you don't have nobody to represent you. Okay? Let's see. Let's finish up. Listen.
And it shall be, if the Rasha Ish be worthy to be beaten,
if he deserves to be beaten,
that the Shaphat shall cause him to lie down and to be beaten before the Pani according to his fault by a certain number.
That's it. Y'all hear that? They're gonna cause that and let out. Y'all know who used this same principle too? China. Yeah, Singapore. They use a lot of them use it. When they call Asian country, they still use it. Cane polling.
Right.
They still have it. They'll use it when they want to. Let an American go there and mess up. They'll pull it out and use it on them. They kept that law in the book. They got it from us. You hear that make you lie down and beat you? You know your white master used to do that to you here too.
That's right.
I ain't want to do this, nigga. You made me do this to you, nigga. He had to make it right in his own eyes.
That's right.
He knew it was wrong. He had to make himself justified by trying to make you look bad. By teaching you lies about yourself. He made laws for you to violate them so he could beat you. Laws you didn't know nothing about. I don't know you were guilty about laws you didn't even know. That you didn't fracture, that was just conjured up. Laws that he gave up were laws we were supposed to be taught. Come up about that, you already know what happens. If you're the person that the accusation is being brought up, or you're the person bringing up false accusation, then you know what happens when you get caught, right? I used to try to run around there and act like you don't know what's going on. You know what's going to happen. That's what the purpose of teaching them. These are statutes. These are statutes. We know how to do it. It don't matter who I like. If the person wrong, you're wrong. That's right. You're wrong. Now, what were you intending to happen to that person? I mean, well, had they been convicted of what you said, they were getting beat with the pole. So what should happen to you? You thought to do it to them. In America, you're a white woman, it's called I made a mistake. I'm sorry. It's called a white woman law.
Right.
Erase all this. Make him lie down and beat in the present with the number of stripes according to the number of his
guilt.
Well, that's it. Let's see what happens.
40 stripes he may give him, and not exceed, lest if he should exceed and beat him above these with many stripes, then thy ox should seem vile unto thee.
Will be dishonored before your wounds. He says, seem vile, you seen the dishonoring. So we had a number of stripes that you can give a person at maximum. We know that. When Shaul gave us his resume, you know he told us, he said 3 times he would be. He said 40 stripes. Save one. Letting you know they couldn't do it. It ought to beat me 39 times. Letting you know I was a Yehudi. Letting you know where he was. You know, Shaul had been beat 3 times, thrice. He said 40 stripes, save one. 39 stripes, what I got. Yehudi, that's all you could do to him. Letting you know I'm your op. Hello?
That's right.
Okay. Let's see.
Thou shalt not muzzle the olive when he treadeth out the corn.
See that? Y'all see that? That's why y'all had to pay me. Hello?
That's right.
That's the book. You don't work that out. That book.
That's right.
Shaul told you that. He said, you think he cared for the olive when he said that? He was sitting and said, who been plowing and been putting that thing out there? He said, don't try to muzzle me when I get through. Pay your fare. And that's what they would have known already. After you got through, you put a muzzle on the ox while he working. After that ox get through muzzle, see, that's how you think they understood that when they came down when they were supposed to give certain things to those that had did the service for them. They knew it from the ox, from the olive, that you didn't put a muzzle on him after he finished working. I mean, some of y'all grew up in the country know about those ply animals. Anybody, we did mule. My granny had a mule. We ain't had no olive, we had a mule. And you put that basket on that mule and put that strap over his ear while he worked, and you put blinders on it. You were blinded from the side. He had them blinded, you put them over his eyes so he'd be just like this, and you put that bucket over his mouth. Some of them make their own little screen, they got something you may put up his mouth. While he worked, he kept looking straight, and at the same time, he knew it wasn't time to eat, it was time to work. After that, guess what happened? You know you're supposed to take it off of him. Once my granddad got through, and he never left it hooked up to nothing. You take him or loose. He said, I'm done. It don't make sense to leave him sitting there still hooked up and tied to no plow. That's stupid. Take him out, take the blinders off of him. Take it off his mouth. That mule gotta eat. That's right. Well, that's what he told you, so they understood that you were not supposed to muzzle the ox. This is what it is. This commandment this is statute. These are things we learn how to do. We got law, statute, and commandments. All right, listen.
If Akim dwell together, and one of them moot, and have no yalit, the Ashah of the moot shall not marry without unto a stranger.
So that the wife, the Ashah of the deceased shall not be married outside to a strange man. Her
husband's ox shall go in unto her,
and
take her to him to Ashah, and perform the duty of an husband's ox unto her.
They shall liberate her. Ain't no condom gonna be used in that. Now see, so the reason why I want to go back and look at it, this became standard code. This became a culture for us of how we operated based off of the former Benin who established the Benim of Yasharal. This was a standard for them. So when Mushah would have came and gave us the Torah and gave us law, which is law, and gave us statute and commandment, this ain't nothing new. This is something, if you look clear, when we went back to read, when we was reading Barashit, he clearly told him to go in and perform the brother-in-law
That's right.
marriage.
That's right.
Where she weren't supposed to go to a stranger.
That's right.
You were supposed to keep her in-house.
That's right.
Y'all got it? And so guess what? You were also raising up seed unto the ark that were before you.
That's right.
Why you think y'all called it Ben Adam? Okay, let's see what happened. 6.
And it shall be that the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the Shem of his ark, which is moot, that his Shem be not put out of Yasharal.
So it don't be blotted out. Go ahead.
And if the Ish like not to take his ox
He
Ashah,
don't desire to take her.
then let his ox Ashah go up to the dog unto the Zakanim, and say, my husband's ox refuses to come up unto his ox a Shem and Yasharal. He will not perform the duty of my husband's ox.
The liberator. Okay. Then
The Zakanim of his city shall call him and speak unto him, and if he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, then shall his ox Ashah come unto him in the presence of the Zakanim, and loose his shoe from off his regal,
and do what?
spit in his pani,
And
shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto that Ish that will not build up his ox Beth. And his Shem shall be Kara and Yasharal, the Beth of him that hath his shoes loosed.
I had his sandals removed. What happened, verse 11? That's good. Let's go back to what we had at 38, and what was that, verse 8 still?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Listen.
And Yehuda said to Onan, go in unto thy ox Ashah, and marry her, and come up seed to thy ox.
And make a brother-in-law's marriage with her, and raise up offsprings to your brother. So when Mushah gave us this was something that the first time we ever heard it.
No, sir.
Sir.
This is before Mushah ever came on the scene.
That's right.
This couldn't have just came up when he said it then.
Nope.
The fact that he already pronounced him to go in, and he had to bring up a son to his ark. So this was already a customary behavior for us. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's say.
And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
So what did he do?
And it came to pass, when he went in unto his ox Ashah, that he spilled it on the Adamah, lest that he should give seed to his ox.
Same thing we found with Yahushua. Told you what ran on the ground with him. Let's look up. We talked about, what's the name Onan? Let's see what it means. We looked up what? I can't hear you. Strong? Okay. I remember we looked this all up before too then. Oh no, strong. Okay. Going to the root. What's the root? Strong. Placing Yasharal. Oh no. Oh no. That's how they pronounce it. That's why that's what they told Nachum y'all they were gonna meet with him. And oh no.
That's right.
In the plan of oh no.
Yes, sir.
And he said, thought to do me mischief. Okay. So they tried to meet him in strong. Okay, let me go back. Makes sense why he would want him to go in and raise up seed, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
You want somebody strong to do it, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. Verse 10.
And the thing which he did displeased Yahuwah, wherefore he slew him also.
So he killed him also. Go ahead.
Then said Yehuda to Tamar, his brother-in-law,
It's Kahalah. Kalath. For daughter-in-law. Kalath.
yes sir, remain a widow at thy hour's bed, till Shelah, my being, be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he moot also, as his Akim did. And Tamar went and dwelled in her Abba's bed.
You know what? Which probably makes sense too with Ruth. After her husband, after her Ish Moot, her, I think it's Kala for mother-in-law and father-in-law and brother-in-law. They actually sent her, she was trying to send her back. Y'all remember that? She tried to send her back to her folks. She told her to go back to her kindreds. Send them back. So that was customary to send them back home. If you didn't have somebody that was going to take them, you sent them back. It's just good for us to know this.
Right.
So we start seeing a pattern of behavior with them. How many of y'all weren't familiar with that with Ruth? After her mother, let's look right quick. See that Ruth chapter 1 right quick. So when things come up, it will seem as though it's the first time things happen versus there was a pattern of behavior that was already established among our people. Okay? Mm-hmm. Just like in Marsha Lee, I think it's 1 and 13, he said if Kataim entice thee,
and sent them out
if they tell you to go with them,
to
he told you not to go with them. We already had some things that were customary before that. That's how we became Abari. We was on the other side. When these people went, they were gonna go build a tower, they were gonna get them a ship. We didn't go. We had already set up for separation. Being Kudash ain't new for us. We've been Kudash. Abraham was Kudash. Now he told him to get out from his Abba house. What was he? Kudash. Abraham dwelt in Kudash. That's what he did. He dwelt in Kudash. That's where he dwelt there. So he was used to being separated. You can be among people and be separated. Talked about even when we look in 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 9, he said, I wrote to you in a pistol there not to keep company with Zanuth, which be fornicators. I know whoremongers, I don't forget what they got for fornicator, all that. He said, but not all of them of this rocks, for then what you need to do what?
Wow.
Go out of rock, but with them that's what? Call a king. Abraham got out from his family. He did not keep company with them. He got out from among them, but he dwelt in the land of Canaan. But he was real specific to the point. He let them know, don't give my bin to them, and I don't want their bath. He said, I don't want them. So I don't know why people act like you're gonna be around. You're not gonna get away from all these Kataim around here. You still gotta hold a standard. All right, listen. This root, they call it root, but it's root. Root. All right, listen.
Now it came to pass in the Yamin, when the Shaphatim saw that there was a famine in their rots, and a certain Ish of Bethlehem Yehuda went to sojourn in the country of Moab.
Which was what, Akeem? It was of the fathers. That's what Moab is of the fathers. What father was it at the time? Lut. That's right. It was Lut. Listen.
He and his Ashah and his two Bani. And the Shem of the Ish was Ali Malak, and the Shem of his Ashah, Naomi, and the Shem of his two Bani, Malan and Chileon, Aphrodites and Bethlehem Yehuda. And they came into the country of Moab and continued there.
All right.
And Ali Malak, Naomi's husband, moved, and she was left, and her two Bani. And they took them Ashah, wives of the Anashim of Moab, the Shem of the one was Orpha.
What they
And-
call Oprah? Don't they call her Oprah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nobody gonna take no Oprah. Now you know it ain't right. That's the only way Oprah gonna get married in the wrong King James version. To a man? Come on.
And the Shem of the other Root. And they dwelled there about 10 years.
Okay.
And Malan and Chilion
Well, it'd
Moot.
be Killian.
Chilion Moot. Also both of them. And the Nashim and the Ashah was left of her two Bani and her husband. Then she cum with her Banu in law,
Kalath.
with her Kala,
Kalath, yeah.
that she might return from the country of Moab, for she had heard in the country of Moab how that Yahuwah had visited his arm in giving them Lakam.
Okay.
Wherefore she went forth out of the Malkum where she was, and her two Banu, her two Kala with her, and they went on the Darak to return unto the Aras of Yehuda. And Naomi said unto her to Kala, Go, return each to her Ames Beth. Yahuwah deal kindly with you, as ye have dealt with the moot and with me.
You see why she sent them back to? Want to send them back to their parents' house. Send them back. Didn't have anybody for them. Let's see what happened.
Yahuwah grant you that ye may find rest, each of you, in the beth of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their call and wept.
The sound. And they said to her,
Surely we will return with thee unto thy arm. And Naomi said, Turn again, my Banu. Why will ye go with me? Are there yet any more Bani in my womb, that they may be your husband?
see that? So you can see where she got the pattern from. She would have got it from Yehuda. When Yehuda looked at Shelah wasn't old enough, at that point, it's better for you to just go back and abide back down. Go back and abide back at your Abba's house until you get one. But in her case, she looked at, I don't have any more. May Yahuwah give you rest. May Yahuwah barak y'all and barak you, you get a husband. But you just kind of see the pattern of what it was from the return back. Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I guess it ain't important to y'all, is it? All right. no, let's go. All right, come on back to what we had. That's how they work out. It's got to be a reason.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we left off at 11, right?
Yeah, we have finished it, but
We finished 11?
yes, sir.
Okay, verse 12. All right, listen.
And in process of time, the Bath of Shua, Yehuda's Ishah, moot, and Yehuda was comforted and went up unto his sheep shearers to Timnath, he and his Reah, Hira, the Adulamite. And it was told Tamar, saying, Behold, thy Kalat goeth up to Timnath to
They
shear.
call him a different. They call him Camrak. That's different for me. Okay. He was Camrak. Camrak. All right. All right.
Goeth up to Timnath to shear his sheep. And she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open Malkum, which is by the Darak to Timnath, for she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to a Shah. When Yehuda saw her, he thought her to be an harlot, because she had covered her pani.
Thought she was a Zona. Zana. They put the Zuna. All right. Or harlot. Okay.
And he turned unto her by the Duroc and said, Go to, I applaud thee, let me come in unto thee. For he knew not that she was his Kalat. And she said, What wilt thou give me that thou mayest come in unto me? And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it?
Hold on. So what happened now? He said, I would do what?
Send thee a kid from the flock.
Yeah.
And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? And he said, What pledge shall I give thee?
What happened?
And she said, Thy signet and thy bracelets and thy staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it her and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. And she combed and went away and laid by her veil from her and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Yehuda sent the kid by the hand of his Reah, the Adulamite, to receive his pledge from the Ashah's hand, but he found her not. Then he asked the Anashim of that Malchum, saying, Where is the Zunah that was openly by the wayside? And they said, There was no
Hold
Zunah.
on for me. They call her a temple prostitute. The Kadisha. Kadisha. Temple prostitute. Wow. Wow. Temple. Let's look at Kadisha. Kadisha. What they call them? They said, man, we ain't got no temple prostitute, man. These hoes clean. I got that one down. That fella I seen that belly, he just went down, he just told us, I know them hoes clean. All right. Kadisha. Kedisha. A female devotee, a woman set apart to idolatry. Okay, a female shrine prostitute. A female shrine prostitute devoted to sexual idolatry. A harlot or a whore. And he asked for the harlot. So he's rendering him a female devotee, a woman set apart. Technically a female shrine prostitute devoted to sexual idolatry. That's tight. It's tight. All right. I'm gonna go with number 2. Based off of their writing. And their right, set aside. That's what I have. So you know what though? Timnah is where he met her at. What was the gate? Let me see the gate. Go back down again. What was the gate? Wait, where was she sitting at?
Go up. Go up.
Verse 12, give us what she was saying.
Verse 14 talk about her sitting in the open place by the way to Timnah.
14.
14. But can I give us the name?
14.
No, man, this is sitting in the way of Timnah. Right here. Look this up. Yeah. What we doing? Can y'all find it? Yeah. I know it's had to be the in the east side on the didn't make it. I don't get how they did that. An eye, like the fountain, landscape. Is this the right word we're looking for? The It's a onim. I did the with the E. God, resemblance, sight. All these right here are the definitions, basically. King James kind of given similar to the Yes, please, before. The gate. So before is where he was looking when he used openly. Open, please with God. So look how been in an open place. That way on the opening. Which makes sense. She'd have been in the gateway. She'd been in the opening, which is on the road on Tim now. What's amazing too, kind of look at what she said. The gateway. So you put the gate. Well, look at Look at y'all already moved. That's tight. That's fine. Go to second chapter of the book of Yeshua. Yahushua. We'll work it out. All right, let's see that. We'll roll down through and let's how that work out. So we see patterns. All right, listen.
And Yahushua, the Ben of Nun, sent out of Shittim to Anashim to spy secretly, saying, go view the Arats, even Jericho, and they went and came into a harlot's Beth.
Pay attention. So they went and came into the house of a woman. Well, we found out where it was. Zuna. They putting the unless they're doing Z-A, and they're saying that it's the and it's actually the old type. So I had to figure out what they did. Where am I at? Right here? Okay, that's good. You don't have to do nothing else. No, it's the they saying it's they saying it's Kolim. I need to sing y'all that. I'll sing y'all the chart. Everybody get it, okay? This right here, Z, the U, they saying make an O sound. Zona is what they're saying. Zona is the name. You agree with the pronunciation, Basha? Appreciate it. That mean I'm getting better? That's what I'm talking about. It's Jahid on light. I appreciate that from mine, man. All right, y'all see this? Then Yahushua sent the Ben of Nun, continual, sent Anashim, two men, that spied secretly to Shittim, saying, go view the Buddha. There was a put for land. Beth? What did he put for Beth? For land. All right. Even Jericho. So they went and came into the Beth of a woman of Nashar, a Zonah, and her name was Rakab, and lodged there. Listen, they stayed there. Let's see if we find any pattern. Let's see. Go ahead.
It was told the Malach of Jericho, saying, behold, there came Anashim and hither, this Layla of the Banim of Yasharal, to search out our country.
Search our land. Let's see what happened.
And the Malach of Jericho sent unto Rakab, saying, bring forth the Anashim that are come to thee, which are entered into thine Beth, for they come to search out our country.
Let's see. Listen.
And the Ashah took the two Anashim and hid them, and said, thus there came Anashim unto me, but I wist not whence they were.
I don't know where they were from. She said, when God come, I'm going to be asking one about a name, man. Where you from? I'm trying to see what's in your pocket. Let's see what happened.
And it came to pass about the time of shutting of the door, when it was when it was dark, that the Anashim went out.
Pay attention. When they did, they went out and it was dark. Y'all see that? That the Anashim went out. I did not know where the Anashim went.
Pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them.
Let's see what happened.
But she had brought them up to the roof of the beth, and hid them with the stalks and flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. And the Anashim pursued after them the Duroc of Jordan unto the fords.
Who know where the fords at? Right past, that's right past GM and before you get across. The fords, you know what I'm saying? Do you know why they pursued them to the fords? Because they break down. They don't tell them. If they've been in the gym, they'll still be going. They ain't got to go far as the fords. But no, the fords, y'all were taught that the fords are the low crossing points or rivers. They didn't teach us. We learned that from who? The Cole. He took his family across on the ford. You know, folks try to teach us. You know, if people out here teach that these folk had cars. Oh, carols, people are, I'm telling you, people will play you because they're trying to be smart with that. You're reading a King James perversion. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is just made up. Ford is another name that came before for a low crossing point. Okay, so then you drive away, just know you're at the low crossing point. You could have been higher. Come on.
And as soon as they which pursued after them were gone out, they shut the door.
They did what?
Shut the door.
When?
As soon as they which pursued after them were gone out.
Okay. Now.
And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof.
Come on.
And she said unto the Anashim, I know that Yahuwah hath given you the arise,
And
that your tenor is fallen upon us.
yes.
Terror is fallen
What
upon
did you
us.
say? Terry?
The words is split on the page. So.
Terry? Terry, okay. Yeah.
And that all the inhabitants of their rots faint because of you.
They melt before your pani.
For we have Shama how Yahuwah dried up the Mayim of the red Yam for you when you came out of Mizraim, and what ye did unto the two Malakim of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed.
Yes. Keep going.
And as soon as we had Shama these things, our lives did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any Ish because of you. For Yahuwah, your Elohim, he is Elohim of Shamayim above, and in the Arats beneath.
Listen.
Now therefore I appeal you,
Do what?
Shama unto me by Yahuwah, since I have shewed you kindness, that ye will also shew kindness unto my Abba's Beth, and give me a Amat token.
She want to play it. That's right. Listen.
And that ye will save alive my Abba, and my Aim, and my Akim, and my Akuth, and all that they have, and deliver our Kai from Mut.
Listen.
And the Anashim answered her, our Kai for yours, if ye utter not this our business, and it shall be, when Yahuwah hath given us the Arats, that we will deal kindly and truly with thee.
And the mott. Listen.
Then she let them down by a cord through the window for her house.
For her what?
For her house.
For her what?
House
Was where?
upon the town wall, and she dwelt upon the wall.
So where her house was right near the wall, close to the entrance of them people getting out. That's why it came to her. They didn't know where they went, but she would have known because of where her house was. I started thinking about this when we started looking, he was looking at where she was sitting at.
Right.
So they were typically sitting in places that were open where you catch people coming in and going out.
Right.
Let's see if I find this as a pattern. See that the 7th and 10th chapter of the book of Mashali. I don't have nothing wrote up.
That's right.
We just look at 5-7, see if we find a pattern. See, a lot of stuff not important to y'all, but it should be. Because we search for where people looking for pattern. The sod, that's what it is, it's a pattern. 9, 14. I put 7, 12, 9, 14. Same book. Make it 9, 14. Let me say that's what I want. 9, 14.
Sir.
Let's see. 9 and 12 be fine. We'll come right down to it. 12. Let's see. Oh. Listen.
If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself.
Oh, you be wise, you helping other people.
Thou shalt be wise for thyself.
That's for you. And
If thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it.
see that? You're going to have to bear your own. We got to look up what scorn is now. I don't know how to use that. Listen.
A foolish Asha is clamorous.
We call her boisterous.
She is simple and knoweth nothing.
She's naive and knows nothing. Let's see what happened.
For she sitteth at the dollar of her bed,
Uh-huh.
on a seat in the high Malcolm of the city,
Are you serious? What she do, Lee?
to call passengers who go right on their Darak.
Uh-huh.
Whoso is simple, let,
So whoever is naive,
let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she
Who's
said
left?
to him,
she said, let's see what she told him. 17.
Stolen ma'im are sweet, and lakam eaten in secret is pleasant.
I can't imagine. Tell me what he don't know. But
He knoweth not that the moot are there, and that her guests are in the depths of Sheol.
see that? Temple prostitute. You see what these people said?
Yes,
They
sir.
put their houses, they'll set themselves in a place where they prostitute. They're not finna be nowhere here. They gotta be where people come by. They
That's
can
right.
see. You're trying to pick
Right.
up people. You're trying to catch them as quick as you can.
That's right.
So sitting at the entrance way makes sense. They come in here and look, they could get right out from her house.
That's right.
You come straight in the city before everybody can really get to you, go straight into that. And people see you. That show how visible it is. People seen them go in. That's what they do. I know them guys. They're not from around here.
That's right.
And we seen them go in now. It's a heavy traffic area. That's what they said. Okay?
Sir.
All right, let's go back. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll come back and play with that. Let's finish up 38th chapter right quick. Y'all give me a little time. I know y'all gotta go to work. Some of y'all in the bit. The Palms, y'all going back tonight? Y'all driving back tonight? Boy, they be pushing, don't they? Anybody else drive? Who gotta go work in the morning? Palm gotta go work in the morning? No, not you. Oh, you ain't gotta work. Hey, your cousin, he said, try to cut on out, because I know Palmer, he gotta get him to go to work first thing. But I know you all push your body. Yeah, don't worry about it. We got you. I'm glad we cleared that up. I know his old pastor be rolling over in the grave right now. They heard that. What was I find? 38? 38, 14. I think we down further than that now. We only went over there based off of trying to find a pattern of where they sit. Okay? In the open places. You see that? When Yehuda saw her, he took her for Zonah. We already read this, right? Okay. 21? Okay. 21? Let's say we're at 21. Because she asked for the pledge. Listen. He asked the Anashim at 38:21.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Then he asked the Anashim of that Malcolm, saying, where is the Zonah that was openly by the
No,
wayside?
he would ask for the Kadisha. You got some woman named Kadisha. That girl on Living Single.
Living Single, that's right.
She wasn't Kadisha.
Khadijah, that's right.
Mama named her the prostitute.
That's
She
right.
wasn't no little temple prostitute. First of all, she probably ate the prostitute.
That's right.
King Latifah ain't never been no prostitute. I know that for sure. No, King Latifah ain't never been no. No. She could clearly tell I have not known a man. And she played that movie with that gal. No, that's not that one. When she tried to play, that's King Latifah That was she was Prince Latifah then. But she King Latifah, she played one with that guy in that basketball movie. Man, that thing was so sick. That was the most disgusting movie of my life. Man, that thing was so disgusting, man. She tried to kiss that, man, that thing wouldn't do right for nothing. She couldn't get her tongue to go right, her lip. Man, she kept missing his head. She was like, this just don't feel right. It was terrible. I wouldn't have done it. I don't care how much money they had. I said, man, you know, I said, can you please put a rubber? Man, no, I wouldn't. Ain't that much money. I know Mike want to do that acting stuff. You had to roll back the right money, you'd have kissed King Latifah. Everybody different place. No, I'd have done it. Everybody different. So it's Kadisha. That's a man. No, Kadisha was that was Kim Fields. Kadisha. Which one was it? That was Kim Fields, Kadisha, wasn't it? King, that was King Latifah. King Tut. One of them, man. I didn't like this show anyway. The black guy was ugly. Oh man, that was a horrible cast of people. The girl they messed up, man, her too dumb, and the gentleman too dumb. I just can't take too many shows before too dumb. All right, Kadisha. All right, on the road. My head hurt. All right, and he wanted about. All right, come on.
Where
22.
is the Kadisha that was openly by the wayside?
Hold on, we're at 22. Where you at, 21? You still at 21, Chris?
Yes, sir.
We're at 22.
No, we need to finish.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Hayward. Go ahead, Hayward, friend. I know Hayward like that. Stand up to him. Don't let him move you. Come on. Come on, Hayward, best friend. All right.
Yes, sir. That was openly by the wayside, and they said there was no Kadisha in this Malkum.
Yeah, I said, no, we ain't got no trouble all of him.
And he returned to Yehuda and said, I cannot find her. And also the Anashim of that Malkum said that there was no Kadisha in this Malkum.
There gotta be something.
And Yehuda said, let her take it to her, lest we be
Hold
Then
Yehuda said, let her keep them, otherwise we shall become a laughingstock. See, I sent this young goat, but you did not find her. Okay, that makes sense. Read how yours read. 23.
It reads, and Yehuda said, let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her.
I don't think it makes sense to say let her keep was what he gave her. That just don't read correct. Hold on, let's see something. Let her have them. See, even the Septuagint, the Greek Septuagint said and said Yehuda or Yehuda, okay. Said Yehuda, how they read, that's how they spoke right there. Said and Yehuda, let her have them, but lest at any time we should be ridiculed. I indeed sent this kid, but you have not found her. So, okay. Now.
And it came to pass about 3 Yarek after, that it was told Yehuda, saying, Hamar, thy
Kodashim. Kodashim. That's what he used for months, plural. Kodash is what we would call a new moon. So Kodashim is what he called in plural. Plural is going to be Kodashim. The Ka, the Dal, and the Shun with the Mem. Plural. You got it?
Sir.
Y'all write it down. For months, plural, he's using Kodashim. Because the K, well, some artists, the Ha, H. Which one you with? I mean, you didn't say when I said the Ka. I said Ha. Yes, sir. I'm confused. Rudy, doing like that one time, Rudy. I've been touched by an angel, hugged by an angel. All right. Okay. Listen. It was told to Yehuda saying. It was told to Yehuda
saying, Tamar, thy Kalath, hath played the Khadijah, and also, behold, she is with Yalit by whoredom.
By harlotry. What did they use for harlotry? That's Zanunim. Zanunim. Harlotry. What'd you say? So they're saying it's an E, light, but it's silent. Zenunim. Zenunim. Okay, Zenunim. For harlotry. Okay. Then Yehuda said,
bring her forth and let her be burnt.
okay.
When she was brought forth, she sent to her Abba-in-law, saying, by the Ish whose these are, am I with Yalit? And she said, discern, I prolaw thee, whose are these, the signet and break. Mm-hmm. And Yehuda acknowledged.
Stop. Cords. She asked for something until he returned and give her his pledge. She asked for a pledge. Cords. So we're saying bracelets. The cords. That's what we're supposed to get from the writings. The cords. That's what tikva is. It's the cord. All right, come on, finish, Ray. I know you want to pay attention. Listen.
And Yehuda acknowledged them and
He
said,
recognized the cord, saying what?
she hath been more Sadiq than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah, my being, and he knew her again no more.
And he wouldn't have a relation anymore. Let's see what else happened.
To pass, in the time of her travail,
That.
behold, twins were in her womb.
All right.
And it came to pass, when she travailed, that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, this came out first.
That's what she said. What happened?
And it came to pass.
29? All right.
And it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his ox came out, and she said, how hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore his shem was Kara, Faraz.
Paris. I just put Paris for the breach. All right.
And afterward came out his ox that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his shem was called Zerah.
And what did we find out his name was? Zerah. So we start looking at what we were looking for. So let me ask y'all a question. What were they looking for first? That's right. Oh, you said they were looking for the breach first? You said that for real? They tied the scarlet rope, they tied the scarlet cord on his wrist because that's what they were waiting on first. That was their call. He was there. That's what they were expecting.
Right.
He was their expectation. When you looked up expected, that's what I was telling you. I was trying to figure a way to tell. What were they expecting? Once they saw the cord. So he became their call. That's what they were expecting.
That's right. Good teaching.
You see what I'm saying? That makes sense to y'all? That's how important the cord was for them. So we start looking at whatsoever was written the fourth time was written for our, so that we through endurance and
the coon
might
have your call.
What was she doing in order to have those babies? She was endurance. That's what she was doing, because she was giving birth. She was giving birth. And after he had stuck his hand, I got the cord. So now they were looking for that attachment. They were looking for the cord. Let's finish up something right quick. Second chapter of the book of Yeshua. They call Joshua. What verse we left off at? Verse 6? That's how important this all is. They call it Joshua too. What we left off 6? So we're gonna, what's that? Oh no, 7. Probably left off 8. Let's say. Well, say 8. Yeah.
13.
Oh, we left at 10?
13.
13? Okay, go down to 10. 13, he said?
Yes, sir.
Because go down to 13, this is 10.
14.
14. That's tight you got over there. We don't know where you at right now. All right. That's fine. Oh, and this one she has to spare there. All right. Verse 14. 14 or 15? Where we at? Verse 15?
Yes, sir.
We read 14.
Yes, sir.
Let me see 14 again, just to be sure, if you don't mind. All right, let's see. All right, what is that? All right, so the unashamed said to her, our nefash for yours and the moot, if we do not tell, if you do not tell this business of ours. We did read it, and it shall come about when Yahuwah gives us the rights that we shall deal with you in kindness and a month. That's it. Go ahead.
Then she let them down by a cord through the window, for her bed was upon the town wall, and she dwelt upon the wall.
Listen.
And she said unto them,
Okay.
And she said unto them,
Uh-huh.
Get you to the har, lest the pursuers meet you, and hide yourselves there, Shalishi Yamim, until the pursuers be returned.
Okay.
And afterward may ye go your Darak.
Who would have took this advice? Yahushua. He stayed there for 3 Y'all didn't know that he stayed there. Because the men stood by, they were waiting. They left guards there waiting for him. Mm-hmm. He took that advice. Where he was supposed to stay for 3 Yamim. That's it. And afterwards, he went on his way.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happened. Listen.
And the Anashim said unto her, We will be blameless of this thine oath which thou hast made us Shabbat.
You hear this? They just said now we're gonna be free from our oath now, which we have made, which you made us to Shama, swear. All right, listen.
Behold, when we come into the Arats, thou shalt bind this line of scarlet thread in the window which thou didst let us down by, and thou shalt bring thy Abba and thy Aim and thy Akim and all thy Abba's household home unto thee.
Let's see what happened.
And it shall be that whosoever shall go out of the doors of thy bed into the street, his dam shall be upon his head, and we will be guiltless. And whosoever shall be with thee in the bed, his dam shall be on his head, on our head, if any hand be upon him.
Listen.
And if thou utter this our business, then we will be quit of thine oath which thou hast made us to Shabbat.
Listen.
And she said, According unto your dabarim, so be it. And she sent them away, and they departed. And she bound the scarlet line in the window.
That's the only way you got a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. See, what 15 and 4 told us, if you ain't got no cord, then Yahuwah, he free from any oath he got made with you.
Right.
Yeah.
See, we'll try to tie him and hold him to the berith he made with us. All that was in consideration and on condition of that you kept certain things.
Right.
The same pattern he pursued, he put on them, the same thing they had when they came down, we was in Mizraim. That we were supposed to put
On the doorpost, Dom,
the Scarlet on the doorpost.
That's right.
And be there when he came by and he saw it.
pass by.
Nothing happened. He let them know, you can't touch that bag.
That's right.
It's already covered with the scarlet cord.
That's right.
See how it makes sense?
Yes, sir.
But anybody that come outside, don't come talking about he didn't do what he said he could do. That's what our problem is. We try to blame stuff on him when things don't work up because we hadn't met all the criteria. And it makes sense when they would tell us stuff. You know, Yahushua would tell his Talmudim certain things. He said, see that you don't tell nobody. And we never understood why he would say that. They weren't supposed to utter certain business.
Right.
It made sense. He would tell them some stuff, and he would charge them to tell no ish. That's the same thing he told them because we're doing business. See, a lot of time what y'all try to do, y'all try to go save other folk, pull other folks in, try to get other folk. It ain't for everybody.
That's right.
That's just being honest. But we saw where a woman was able to come in and she was able to get a barith that could save her whole bed. But it's a matter of what people believe to and what people want to do. I just be honest with y'all, everybody not conditioned for this.
Right.
That's right.
Where they can hold their peace, where they can be able to keep what they were told, but she gave her something, she held to it because she had an expectation. She said, I already know what you were getting ready to do. That he's giving this into y'all hands, and that y'all gonna destroy their place just like y'all destroy every other place. And all she needed, just a tikva, a cord. You just don't get it for no reason. It was based upon what she knew. What was already spoken, already written, already katab, is what she held to. We know it had to be written because Mushah already had wrote it. He wrote everything into a sefer until he was finished.
Yeah.
That's right.
So what she was saying happened was already written. It was already katab. And guess what she got from it? A cord. What we're trying to do is to obtain a relationship, and we're trying to get a cord. Now, you look at even when it came with Tamar, all she was trying to do was get somebody to rise up. And Yahuwah gave it to her. And you saw what was connected to it. That was a cord. So we start reading about whatsoever written aforetime was written for our alignment, that we through endurance and through Nachum might have a cord. That's how important it is. But understand what we're doing. I know y'all hear it all the time, so it ain't a big deal. You hear it all the time. That's where preachers start, where preachers go. But it makes a difference when you've been taught. Let me tell you something I learned that come to me. A lot of people are not teachers. A lot of people are reciters. They recite. They don't actually know. I was taught elementary what vowels were. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Teacher asked to give me a vowel. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. What is a vowel? A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y. A vowel, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y. Oh, that's a vowel. What distinguishes it or makes it a vowel? I had not one teacher taught me that.
Nope.
They told me what a vowel was. They could not teach. Because when you teach, you enlighten. You give understanding. That's what he said, a ra'ah. I will give you a ra'ah after my own law, which shall feed you with. And now, how many of y'all didn't know what a vowel was, what constituted a vowel till I taught you? Because they never told us. They just told us what it was. You know what we thought? We learned something. I know what a vowel is. What is it? A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. What makes it a vowel? Most teachers just teach you to recite. Syllabus is all about reciting. These people don't know. When you talk about getting a person's mind to comprehend subject matter, that's when you teach them. See, my goal is that, what's a tikva? What's the purpose of a cord? What does this have to do with anything? Why are we talking about cords when people trying to get the Holy Ghost? When people trying to get the Ruach HaKodesh? Versus a person getting the understanding of why. And you can see where chords were used and how significant they were and to the fulfilling of her. All her desire was to what? That she just wanted to raise up. She wanted something to rise up, and he gave her one. That's why we're here.
Yes, sir.
We can't afford to keep going through, skimming over, running, and not really knowing what we're doing. If we don't have this attachment that he's trying to get us to get, then he said, then I'm gonna be blameless. I'm gonna be blameless for anything that I committed to with y'all, because you hadn't held up your part. We're trying to make sure we actually have this right. I think on a large scale, a lot of people are. They're just not gonna get the right information and just not getting it because there's something there. There's something there that hinders all of us, keep people back from actually obtaining. And it's up to us to sit down when the word comes, to really sit down and examine ourselves. And when we don't, then we leave room for fault, for error, and we wind up getting off. Our goal is to make sure we truly understand the importance of why we're here, how important it is for us to get this. When you don't want to try to get this, is when you're on the other side of that camera and you can't get back in. It's not beneficial at that point. It's just not beneficial. Once this man set himself against you, what you gonna do? The best opportunity we got, he said, while it's called Yum. Mm-hmm. He said, the Yum, when you hear my call sound, what he told you to do? Let's see, pick it up right quick. See if that's 3, 7. Arboretum, they call it Hebrew, not try to let y'all go. Well, I appreciate all y'all press and appreciate y'all making that ride too. Everybody ain't got that mind. Some other people got other stuff as well, but some folks just ain't. What's out the bookers now? I know MJ pressed down the other week. All right, 3. Had to get straight back out of here and get back to work and go. It's a press for all of us, but I tell y'all what, y'all don't want to be somewhere where you at that last minute, last hour, you can't get back here. There's some folks he ain't gonna let get back. I appreciate CJ, he pressing his way. Folks don't realize what a press. People don't realize you get to a situation where you got the press pass. Every other feeling, every other ideology, every other idea, every other feeling to make sure you get it. A lot of stuff people don't realize. That's a pressing way. If it were easy, everybody could do it.
That's right.
Everybody can't do this, and not for a long period of time. Some people do it for a while. Like I said, a while they'll fall away.
That's right.
It ain't for everybody to come down to it. That just been when y'all hearing it. This ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't got that real mind to do it. Everybody ain't gonna make it in. I tell y'all that all the time. I know y'all just say, hey, I'm telling you, you have to do a constant examination of yourself and where you at and what you got. And what I'm telling you, because it's something. Every one of us in here, we got something. Mm-hmm. We got something. And you always gotta go back and re-examine to make sure. You gotta be just like EU was. That man was in constant examination. He ain't a kid. He said it might be. You can't take nothing for granted. I feel like we pretty good. No. He said, man, I gotta offer something else. The book said this did he continually.
Right.
Can you imagine every time you see that man, you're like, why is this man constantly sit here? Is it that serious? He said, that's serious.
That's right.
He said, man, could being here in the Muhard, man, everything. I'm all he for as I'm concerned that. He said something like anything. This man constantly thinking, so you know who you start to consider? That's what Yahushua doing for us. We can slip and fall, have a good week. Good month. Some can have something work out before you know it, something slip. That's why the book sitting there in the prison of Elohim continually. All he doing is making supplication.
That's right.
For us. Y'all, we don't even consider somebody is sitting here constantly in the presence of Elohim trying to say he make intercession for us. We're too stupid. We do dumb stuff. If I got that mic right here, you know how many folk be lined up right now for the same stupid stuff? Yeah, I know y'all. You know what? I tell you what though, next year, that man be out there be like, I'm cutting you off this year. You'll keep living, but you done in my book. We can't afford that. Like y'all done played around too long. Just too many of the same stuff. You gotta go and do better than that stuff.
That's right.
Some stuff I just, it'd be shame to even speak of it.
That's right.
Shame to speak of it. Y'all will do it anyway. Let's see what he told you. 3 and 7. Aubrey, they call it Hebrews. Listen.
Wherefore, as the Ruach HaKodesh
Therefore,
said,
just as the Ruach HaKodesh says.
this yum, if ye will shama my call,
See that? Verse 8.
harden not your lob,
Do not harden your hearts, your laws.
as in the provocation,
In the rebellion,
in the yum of temptation,
in the day of testing.
in Bamidbar,
That's what they did. Let's see what happened.
when your Abba tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 Shana. Wherefore I was grieved with that
I
Tuladam,
was angry with that generation.
and said, they do always err in their lob,
They are with the heartbeat. Hold on for a minute. I don't know. Can we look this up? I'm wondering, what are they renting? Why they renting the heartbeat? Look it up. I'm trying to get up. Live for the heartbeat. Let's see the Aubrey definition for
What?
beat. Tui. Rhythm. Beat. So, flow is the word you're getting for beat. Zoom. Are we still looking for it and don't render it? I just finished them up over there. And y'all just look it up. Can y'all look it up back down? And put it back now, finish them up way I know. I don't want to lose them. I already lost a couple of them. I already seen some. I told them earlier I know they're going to go to sleep. So I tell you, folks don't come in so early too. I know they're going to do it to me. I don't close them out one time too many. That be the one he said, I'm grieved with you. I'm telling you something. Here folks, I tried to wake them up. I tried to wake them up and try to tell them. They out now. You can get out here and you can pull out and you can seek him and do all that good fun stuff. I assure y'all, best opportunity got to get him to hear you when you hear him.
That's right.
Because before you got here, you should have already done that.
Yep.
I'm just being honest. Everybody here guilty in a way of playing, procrastinating, taking stuff lightly when you shouldn't have. Because this is a real critical walk. That's a snare to us. See, the people that came before us took it so serious because he just cut them off right down. picking up sticks on Shabbat, just cut off. Eat the fruit, told you not to eat it already, I just cut you off. So they got to see, you harlotry. You saw what they did, just like they found out about tomorrow. They're like, well, bring out so we can burn her up. Let's burn her up. That's what we do, set them on fire. You practice another servitude to another Elohim, we just kill you. Ain't no, well, that's just you. You said, no, we kill you because these are the rituals, these are the statutes, these are our Torah. And this is the shafet, this is the mashpat. Put you to move. That's what we do. And now Yahuwah had come in, he been so recalmed us. And we felt like we've gotten away with something, but we hadn't.
That's right.
Because he gonna reward y'all, these young people. I tell young people all the time, y'all got such a great opportunity to avoid a lot of stuff. But I know y'all ain't. Y'all gotta go out here, y'all gotta try it. Y'all gotta do it anyway and see if you can get away. These people be here and tell you, y'all ain't gonna escape. It coming back up.
That's right.
Everything y'all did coming straight back up.
That's right.
You ain't gonna get away.
That's right.
And the hard part is you don't know how he gonna reward you.
Right.
Hey, people, y'all in a good enough spot, and I know y'all ain't gonna hear me now because you feel like, well, he done live his life, he old now, and he don't want nobody to do nothing. I ain't broke though. And I sure ain't stupid. So I try to help y'all out and try to tell as much as I can. I know a lot of these kids, all these kids I got here, I sure like to keep every one of y'all. I sure like to keep every one of y'all. But I know some of y'all gotta go. You gotta go out there, you gotta see for yourself. You just gotta find out. You ain't gonna be happy till you get out there and find out what that world tell you. If he let it live that long, let it go that long, and then you be the one that go out there and don't make it back. So we got people, when Yahuwah come back here, he looking for that scarlet cloth. He looking for that scarlet string. That's all he looking for. I'm looking for that cord. If he don't find that cord, he said, man, I'm free for anything I shall do. He said, I'm free from it. I'm looking to make sure I got that cord wrapped around my log. That's why I come in, I'm cussing, I'm examining, I'm asking, I want to know, I need to make changes now. You know what, I guarantee you, if you get a dead person back up, I guarantee you could not pray him. You could not pray him. Them folk done been there, they know, man, I get that thing. You couldn't stay here long they could stay. You couldn't serve better than they'll serve. But you know what Yahuwah said for? You ain't coming back. When you get back here, you're going to be in the mosh pot. Whatever you ain't got right before you leave him, it's up to us to look at the people that gone. They ought to be a witness to us already.
That's right.
There are people gone that can't come back. If there's any information of value, any information that could connect you and get you there, they can't use it. It's over with. He said, when you gone from here, he said, you don't have no more part in this, all right. You don't have no more part in no Kai. You're done. As it's appointed on the machine.
What's the move?
After this,
March.
I'm not get you back up to give you nothing. When you get back up, you're gonna be in the mosh pot. And make no mistake, when you're in the mosh pot, it's gonna be a problem with me and you. Now this man right here gonna be the person that's gonna shop at this whole thing. Now his job is to vindicate the one that's Sadiq and condemn the Russian. That's the only job when he come back here. You ain't covered in nothing, you ain't under nothing. See, this woman, she made, look at, recall, she made a league with the man. She made a league with him. And when that man came back, when they came back there, they came back to mosh pot that city. That's what they would come and do it. All they did was set the man in the spy out for him. Look at it and just see if it's so. Did the play we take it? Look at it, just like we said it. When they came back to get that report, he done told you about how to do too. Told a bunch of y'all hard headed too. Obey them, they had a rule over you and submit yourself. And they that must. And they might do it with joy and not with grief.
Yes, sir.
That's unprofitable for you.
That's right.
See that when they came back to tell Yahushua about the city, it was very unprofitable for them people. See, this lady had a cord. She had an attachment. That's what we're trying to make sure we got. Now, listen, you do all that extra praying, you do all that extra falling out, do all that extra crying. I assure you, they ain't gonna get you in.
That's right.
Everybody ain't, listen, all of y'all ain't getting in. Just getting through these doors here is only one small step in the series. You gotta really commit yourself. And a lot of us in here, our biggest problem gonna be, we trying to make sure somebody else get it. Make sure you got it.
That's right. That's right.
But make sure you got it. At the end of the day, everybody here got the same mind you got. They got the same opportunity you got. If you don't put forth all the effort, I ain't putting no extra effort out there for nobody. I'm talking about for my family, they know what they gotta do. At the end of the day, it'll hurt you, but at the end of the day, that's your choice. I made my choice. I don't want to burn forever. You made yours, you good with it. I'm not going to be scrapping myself trying to run behind you, sweating myself out for what? You doing what you want to do. That's what you say you can stand for. I can't stand for it. Man, you exert, waste up all your energy trying to save somebody else. All he gave you another to do is save yourself.
That's right.
At the end of the day, to save yourself. Until he beat. The root give us what? The root ain't the same thing. I'm sorry. For what now? Real astray. That makes sense. That's why I need to look at it. He's saying heartbeat as in the provocation.
He had error too. Well, error.
I ain't finna, I'm sorry. What you saying?
No, I was just saying he had error, but I see error on this one too. Because they was talking
Also
about the
down
error
there,
in
yeah,
the law
error.
in King James.
Mm-hmm. So they put that error. They do always error. So they put heartbeat. That's why I want to look up that beat, that law. We put that. So you had to search through these people's stuff. Maybe if I had you some error, well. What is vacillate? Oh, they ain't like no Vaseline. Let's look this up. They'll be rubbing this stuff everywhere. Some folks ain't strong where they need to be. They also straight error too is when you stray. Literally, figuratively. No, figuratively, literally they strayed. You know about when a heart skips a beat. So you use it for error too. Can we look up what that word means, Boston? Right here, what is it? Vacillate? Vacillate? What? Vacillate? Like Vaseline. You shouldn't tell no man he vacillated you either. Alternate or waver between different opinions or actions. That's them. Be indecisive. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Vacillate. Never used that one before. Have y'all used that before?
No, sir.
You saw him. He said, if y'all catch these folks in town, how many of y'all use vacillate? Hold on for a minute. Where these people at? Hold on for a minute. Palmer. Now you from South Carolina. What you using vacillate for? You don't know vacillate. Hey, Palmer, yeah, you did. You went there. We went down over there. They better water. I had vacillated. No, you don't know vacillate. I'm like, come, Palmer. When Palmer gonna use that in a sentence? Now, hold on. Ray and Lancaster, what you vacillated?
Somebody who's indecisive.
Oh, somebody, let us teach us again. No, he said, oh, did you? I'm saying you said it. You used that. I'm just curious. What did you say? Can you use vacillator?
You're saying like somebody or
No, I know we'll say. I want to hear what you said.
a situation where somebody had made a decision,
They made it say,
they're vacillating, they're not making a decision, they're not.
oh, they vacillated. It's getting worse and worse. They're probably hold on. Now. You probably use the Vaseline. Ray, will you use vacillator? What can you tell us how you used it? What do you remember the situation? You don't remember the exact. Similar to what he's saying. Vaseline. No, I'm going Vaseline. They're like, Paul, you Vaseline. You Vaseline. Now y'all use Vaseline. You remember you told somebody they vacillated? Yeah, discussion. They were indecisive. Yeah, we know what it means. And you say, you got what you told them, you indecisive, you vacillated? Oh, you told me you vacillated. What did they say when you said that? They looked at you funny or they said you had to explain what, because that's what we're trying to get you to explain how you used it. I'm going to ask Ryan. Ryan, what you think about these stories? Huh? You don't believe it? Y'all know, the dog not even like that. I tell you. I'm not believing these stories. You see, I told him you're indecisive when you vacillate. Well, y'all probably did use him right there. Palmer came up back now. You good. You're a good cousin. You don't deserve Hayward don't deserve you. Hayward, have you vacillated? Y'all said I gotta put up with. How many of y'all agree Hayward got a nasty attitude? Hayward, that's a nasty kafar attitude you got. Yeah, so but see, we was able to go, and I appreciate y'all back there for looking that up. Because just looking at this from him, we want to figure this from reading this. So this makes heartbeat. Ain't no way in the world to figure this out. Well, think about it. See, not in the day when you heartbeat it. Come on, man. They leave people where you got to do so much research, so people just leave stuff so vague. I knew, go here. Law, I knew, this didn't make sense. But anyway, that makes sense. Therefore, I was angry with the Tuledah and said they are with 2E, which means these folks indecisive, vacillated, or vaccinated. Because you get vaccinated, you're going to be off too, depending on what they shoot you with. But so that, and they did not know that's going to definitely be a reason why you'll be indecisive. There's no reason for you to make, because you think about this. Based off of who could we use to say that? You said somebody indecisive. Who? What about you, Cole? The mighty who? Okay. Who? Reuben? Okay. Reuben. How many of y'all don't know what they're talking about? Well, listen. Well, he told you, who you said, Yaakov? He was talking about Yaakov, who they call James. He talked about a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. He was telling y'all about Reuben. How many of y'all don't know about Reuben? Reuben was Yaakov's first son. He told him he was unstable as Ma'im because he had went up and defiled his father's bed, which is called the couch. Right. Which typically people get on the couch and lay down on the couch. Right. It wasn't bed, it was called couch. So anyway, that's why they rented those two. Who I was going to use was Yashara, all those good. Shaul, where's Shaul there?
Caught between two.
He caught between the two.
He didn't know wanted to go or he wanted to stay.
Wow, that's tight. That is tight. Oh my goodness. You know what he's talking about? He's talking about Shaul. No, Shaul said he was caught between two opinions. He was talking about whether to depart to be with Yahuwah, which is for better. He said, nevertheless, to abide in the basar was more needful for you. So he wasn't vacillated. He was more or less looking I want to go. Well, that's tight. That's tight. But yeah, I want to probably done that one, though. I want to probably done that one. Well, his situation was far different. But that would be one still. But his situation was far different. Simply because, that's tight. That's wrong. Why? That's right. Yeah, he heard me finna say that first. There we got that from. Yeah, but that's right. Yasharal. So all those were good. They wrote statements about him. With what we're talking about here, Yasharal, he asked them how long were they going to halt between two opinions, because they were trying to decide whether to follow Elohim or Baal. So we made it vacillated. So you look at these people, you start seeing where they had a difference on doing what he told them to do. And this would have happened when you don't know his way. We saying, I say this, you could be taught something, but you're not real familiar with it. Again, a lot of times people recite, even with people following things, they were just basically just following different patterns. They weren't following with the understanding. Even when Shaul started talking about singing, how was he gonna share? So I could share and don't have understand. I told when these guys be saying stuff, they'll share. I'll be listening to words. They'll tell us, I'll cut. I don't know. I'll cut. So I said, oh man. I said, what did he say? I said, they must not thought about what they were saying. They said that. I will. I'll stop your star. I said, hold on for a minute. Did they say that? Did. What? Because I'm gonna be watching y'all when y'all be saying stuff. I'll be wild. I'll be saying that stuff. I know. I'll be listening. I'll be saying something. Look, I'm saying. I'm going along with that's what you believe. Shoot me right now 900 times for you. I'm saying, what you thinking? I'm like, man, that one more pair, $8.99. I'm just saying, I'll be wild. I'm thinking, you just said shoot you 900 times. You be like, well, see, when you doing this, it's like, it's not little, it's metaphor. No, don't be. No, you gonna mess around and get fucked up. Don't be metaphoring. Don't do that. Cause you just put out, nobody said, but y'all be saying stuff. Y'all better know what y'all be saying. Cause that man be listening. Y'all been shot some of y'all might tell it's a metal what? Well, it's gonna have a medical emergency. Y'all say so, y'all better know that's what I believe. That book says so say and do. We can't, y'all don't be putting that stuff. I know it be looking cute, everybody be just jumping around, be lick, I be wanting to hear stuff. I finally hear, I said, okay, let me hear that. I said, oh, okay, I got that. I can bounce to that. Then you say stuff you don't know, I'm not saying, that's tight. I'm with you. Wherever y'all put out your mouth, let that be, that's where you're at. You ain't got to put that like that. I jump out of that building right now, how real I am. I said, no, I ain't going to jump out of that building, but I'm real with it. And I can take that. But you finna go dive off something or running from some traffic, I'm looking at you. Cause I'm looking at, okay, that's what that person now. And you be like, no, these metaphors. No, you better leave them metaphor, have you down in Sheol. That's right. That's right. All your medical stuff be right down in Sheol. Y'all put stuff out y'all mouth. Y'all better know what y'all saying. Be like, that's what I roll with. Don't be letting that pen get you in a lot of trouble. That pen, that mic, and get you moving. It's a do-do. Oh, I got some. Yeah. But man, slow that thing down. Is that where I'm at? You say it's a nice little stuff and be clean and be like, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't with it. Like Adam said, he said, I take a bullet for it. He said, let me tell you something now. He talking about one of them little bitty ones now. He said, cause they make some bullet like that, man, be like, oh. You gotta, Adam said now. But he couldn't have said. I know he was just promising, but he made it good. Now somebody come with a bullet this long time. You said, Adam said, I'm talking about one of them little bitty, then one of them little bitty ones now. Folk be sitting around here, man, Joe got a bazooka coming in there. I wasn't talking about that one. But you have to clear up stuff, just being honest. What we say, that's what we want to do. Y'all got it, because this is, yes, sir. That's right. I appreciate that. That's right. I'm a hard view too. That's right. That's right. On the metaphor, I'm going to say the bullet I got already here. That one I took it for you already. That's right. I already got mine. Catch up. But no, that's right. That's what we got to be. Everybody here, that's what we got to be. We looking to clean up a lot of stuff because we want to make sure we where we need to be.
That's right.
That thing wind up. So I'm going to finish this up. So I appreciate them looking it up. So that make better sense, being indecisive. That's right. Let's see what else happened. And you can't know his ways and be indecisive. All right? All right, listen.
So Shabbat in my wrath, they should not enter into my rest. Take heed, Akim, lest there be in any of you a Rashalab.
See that? An evil heart
of unbelief
and lacking of belief
in departing from the Ai Elohim.
But let me say that a lacking isn't necessarily a not having. Because we'll look at an unbelief as a person that don't believe. You can have some, but you have a lack of it. You have a lack of understanding. Does that mean you have no understanding? You can have a lack of food. Does that mean you have no food? You can have a lack of care. Does that mean you have no care? So what we'll mess up at, well, I ain't no unbeliever, but if you lack it, it's dangerous.
Right.
And the reason why you're lacking, because you're not attaching yourself to the things you're hearing. Y'all got it? So you're a person become a hearer and you're not actually activating or moving on it because you're lacking on belief, aman. So our goal is when we come here and we're being taught the about is to make sure we're combating and we're trying to overcome the unbelief or the lack of belief. Y'all got it? That's why we go back through certain things trying to ensure it. Because there's some things we kind of be stuck because we hadn't quite gotten to understand about that yet. But we don't want that to be on everything we read or we go through. That's the purpose of breaking things down, making sure we understand and learning how to go back and properly use the first Berit. They'll call the Old Testament, I call it the first Berit. Not old as something done away and put away because we're still using it, but we lacked how to understand how to use it, just like Christian churches do, and they just disannul it and just go with what they call the New Testament. But being so dumb, you can't read it without it constantly going back, reciting what was already written. So it's like, how does that work? Well, it's only being used, the only time you use the old is when it's being quoted in the new. But it's still the first one. Because the first one hadn't been done away with. Okay? Yes, sir. All right. So this is what we're trying. Now see our king, lest there be in any of you Roshalab and lacking of Amunah in departing from the. So when people leave it, why they leave it? Because Ivan made them mad. It's common sense. Why else would you leave? Because you ain't liking Zamar. What other reason would you leave? See that? He said, in departing from the Kai Elohim. You leave a moot. Elohim is alive. He said, I can't see nobody leave. I'm yet alive. Hey, when people are dead, you walk away, you leave them. What can you do with something dead? That's why he declared himself to be alive. Right. So why would you leave me if I'm alive? You would. Unless you don't believe, or you're lacking in your belief. And that can go along with association of people. That's why I tell y'all, everybody not good. Let me tell you how I do with y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. Most High will. I'll help every one of y'all. I can help you. I will not sit down and engage every one of y'all in a whole bunch of conversation. Because I know where you at. So a lot of y'all, I just leave you where you at. Because I'm a pusher. I'm going to drive you and push you, and everybody can't handle it. They can't handle that. I can't do that. You know, I fall down, quit. I can't hardly make it. Hey, man, let me get something, I'll pay you back. Man, give me something. I don't have time for that foolishness. So you drain. Some of y'all just draining because you'll come say it ain't gonna go nowhere. You don't want nothing. That time I'm always talking about getting it. I'm gonna get this salvation. I'm gonna get that money. Cause my people gotta eat. They hear this. I'm trying to. If this either way it go, we all got to eat. The way y'all gotta eat. And I don't feel sorry for these people out here. Y'all gotta eat before they eat. Y'all hear me? That's just how the way Yahushua set it up. We gotta eat. So I'm constantly on the grind. My mind always turn on how I'm gonna get it. I gotta rest it and let stuff go. Let's start here. I'm like, I hear things. I make a move here, meal there. I'm moving because I know we gotta be ready. Listen, I already know it's gonna be scavenging out here. And the only people gonna get taken care of, the only people gonna have is people who got. Ain't nobody gonna get nobody nothing who ain't got nothing. What, I'm gonna give you something for you ain't got nothing. You ain't never had nothing. What, maybe gonna just pop up and give you something? You know who these people take care of out here? People who already had it. People who getting it and people that got it. The people don't have it, don't need it anyway. They weren't trying to get it. That's how they operate. I'm telling you, can't compete out here when you don't even know how they think. Only people they're gonna give something to is people that already got it or people that done had it. Because you know what to do with it. You ain't never had it, you ain't trying to get it. Why are they gonna give it to you? They're not. It's not going to happen, which is going to leave you in that same state. So somebody got to tell you how to get it. Somebody got to work with you on how to move and how to get this thing done. Nobody going to tell you, in the plans of salvation, these people ain't going to tell you nothing. These people going to leave you dumb and hopeless. You want to know how to do this? They got websites you can go on. They got different info. You can buy information. How many of y'all want to get your credit fixed? And you know how you're going to get it? You're going to pay. You know you're going to pay? Somebody know how to fix it. There is no free give you nothing. Huh? Free seminar how to get out, it's going to cost you something. Because everything, it's got a skill level to it, it's got a trick to it, it's got some unlocking to it, and a lot of people don't know how to do it. That's right. And that's what they count on. And they lead the people right where they're in, and people who ain't got no drive to get. They count on you to not have no drive to get. They need it. If everybody got their own, then what these people gonna do that buy the rent the people? The people that buy the rent the people are counting on what? Did them people get their own? No, sir. I hope you keep doing what you're doing. Now, what we gotta learn how to do is how to get around all these obstacles and get straight to where we're trying to go. For the rest of us who already done the test to realize that's how he get us. Look how these folks all of a sudden just jacked everything up. They're trapping two people. People who can't go nowhere and people who are going to get house weight, they jack the price up on everybody. That's how they operate. Now, you do know there are some people that knew this before it happened. You know, we found out after it happened. Yahuwah worked the same way. You know he don't do nothing except he reveal it. You think these white folk did their house increase and price increase on stuff before their own people knew that? You think this hit Warren Buffett them and it throwed them. Bill Gates, all of them got thrown. All the big, Trump, everybody got thrown. You know this messed them up big time. It's a good come up for them. That's how they beat you. I'm trying to tell y'all how you gotta think, not just in here, you gotta think outside these walls. You gotta think outside these walls. A lot of y'all do stuff, y'all got too much drag. That junk just pulls so much from you. I just rather talk to you from across the table. Keep it limited and keep moving. Cause I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna ask them questions, what you doing? I'm telling you, they'll know, they'll tell you, they know it's going, and it ain't gonna be enough for me. Whatever you gonna tell me ain't gonna be enough. Whatever you do ain't enough. He laughed, he tell me it ain't gonna be enough. I'm gonna push you, I'm gonna drive you. Cause you Yehuda. They want you to stop, they want you to limit yourself. Cause that's what they need you to do. Whatever they need you to do, you always do more. Them guys will do some stuff that been there. I said, you know what the average man will do? I said, do more than him. Am I lying? I said, whatever you do, I said, do more than him. I said, whatever the average man do, I said, you gotta do more than them. They do, I said, that's what the average man do. Is that what you're trying to do? I said, go back, you gotta do more than them. So everything you do, you don't realize, this is what y'all try to do. Y'all got that Christian funk. That Christian funk go on, yeah, say it in here and feel good in here. You gotta put it in everything you do. The people out here that's successful, they do it in everything they do. They won't have it no other way. Y'all will limit yourself, and that's where you hurt yourself at. They count on you to stop. They count on you to give up. They count on you not to want that much. It don't hurt. I need all I can get, and then some more. You always got to. Because if somebody ain't gonna eat theirs, pick theirs up, get out their plate, scribble on your plate, say, what that nigga doing? I gotta get all of this. Because I'm doing something. If you ain't doing that, you don't need nothing. So when they come down to the word, listen, you mess around, you want to, listen, Jay wants to, sitting there waiting on the crumb. I hear what he's saying. If y'all met these Jews, I'm gonna get them. She sat right down the table. She said, whatever drop y'all don't get, while y'all fooling around, ain't paying attention, just taking it for granted stuff here. She said, I'll take that. That man recognized and realized, said, you'll sit here and you'll take what they'll mess up, what they just let drop and keep going. She said, that's what a dog will do. Man in the car, they don't grow, you get a dog. I say, dog, you say, they move like that. They listen, drop, you fake, they'll do it, they'll be right there. You say it fake, you be like, good that dog, listen, that dog in your every move. Drop it, and if you drop it, you'll never pick it up. You'll get bit before you grab it. Soon that thing that dog get, that dog, I got it though. You can kick me, you can be pissed off if you want to. You dropped it and I got it. You be like, that damn dog. I guarantee you just damn clumsy. That's how you got to be in the content word on everything you don't get. See, what y'all do, y'all ain't like that. I watch y'all, but I just let y'all go ahead and go on. I had to tell y'all stuff. Every night I had to say little stuff to y'all, then I just leave it where it's at. But I watch it. I know what you do. You got this group. You in a group where they ain't going to push you. You ain't going to do nothing anyway. You ain't going to do nothing. You don't sit back and you don't dream about it. I'm going to get up and get it. That's my mentality. I got to get it. Every day I got to try to do something. I got to try to make me some money every day. I got to go every day. I got to be just like Ari. Ari ain't got no refrigerator. Ari ain't got no freezer. Where Ari go? Ari, come on, got a deep freezer. Every day you got to kill. He said, I ate that. Get up the next day, you know, I got to kill again. When they eat, man, when they get through there, they get through, them jokers lay on their bed, get through fight, get up. It's time to eat. Hey, you just got through eating, and I got to eat again. So you got to constantly stay on the kill. You got to constantly stay on taking it down. I'm telling you, I watch a lot of y'all, man. So you got to mind, you got to know I'm wondering where you at in here, right? You don't give a flying flip about yourself, what you do anyway. So like, I know you don't really care about where you're at in here. I got to get this. That's right. This is what I live by. I lay down and close my eyes. Ain't that say I'm getting up in the morning? Greater men than me done came through and they gone. What's gonna make me get up in the morning? So I get up, I gotta take advantage of it. I gotta think on, I gotta use everything he got me to the full potential. You know what he told me? Ain't no knowledge, ain't no wealth, no strength. He's not in the cabal while you going. So I gotta use it all up while I'm here. That's right. So I'm gonna take some of me to the grave. He said, ain't none of it going with you. Y'all keep preserving and keeping yourself. You're doing a great job. You ain't got nothing, you ain't getting nothing, and you don't look like nothing. Because it got to get in your mind. I'm telling you, you ain't just got to talk it, you want to walk it. Like I said, you have to walk it like you talk it. Anything you're going to get, you got to be able to do more than the average person going to do. I'm telling you, it's just being honest. You got to do more than the average person. What time the average person go to sleep? What's the average time the average person go to sleep? Answer y'all the question. Serious question. What time the average person go to sleep? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Go about 11 or 12, be doing something. Thinking on something. What time the average person get up? Get up at 6:30. Wake that 7 o'clock nigga up. Wake that 7 o'clock nigga up. I'm telling you, listen, you either gonna have, listen, you gonna have to, listen, you gonna have to either go late or get up early or do both. I'm saying, if you're trying to do something. That's all I'm saying. That if you ain't, don't worry about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. If you ain't trying, that's why a lot of y'all come, because you ain't trying to do nothing. If you trying to do something, shoot. Mind gotta be turning. Gotta figure out something. Y'all get yourself and start, no, don't do it. Don't worry about it. All right, we finna get ready to cut this off. That's fine, that's good. That's two. Go ahead, we cut this off, yeah. That's two. Y'all don't mind me, I'll be just talking. I won't pay me no attention. That's a sacrifice. Anything you're gonna do. If you broke, you sacrificing to be broke. Because you willing and ain't doing enough. If you got it, you sacrificing to get it. That's just being honest. If I had that there, man, it's all about who you know and getting yourself, position yourself. I'm telling you, you got to position yourself. You got to be able to do that, but that's all different. That's a whole nother story. What y'all are doing in order so you can be saved? I want you to answer that for yourself. What will you do in order for you to be saved that the average person won't do? What's unique about you? The reason why he'll pick you over all these other people. Because you ain't the only people keeping kafal. That's right. What's your limits? All right. Don't lie to yourself. Wife, husband, kid, whatever it is. Job, career. You gotta be able to do what other people want to do. Wife, kid, husband, career, house, whatever it is. You gotta be willing to do what somebody else won't do. Appreciate it. Then I'm gonna challenge y'all, to challenge the people in your group to push them. Push them. Gotta push them. I'll tell y'all about start getting more serious about your health. Everybody. Health and wealth gonna go together. That's why Yahuwah put them somewhere. Not only where they prosper, what good they gonna do when they want no help? They had to be somewhere they can help. Isn't that right? That's what Jacob told us. I would above all things that you, what was it? Prosper. And being what? How? Man, that's three main components. How you gonna be that? You're in the flesh? Ain't that right? You growing on both ends. Naturally, and you gotta be healthy to do that. It's hard when, man, I'm telling you, it's hard to focus when you're sick. Your ailment always pull at you, agitate you. It do, it pull. Everything you got, it pull. Just like stuff they pulling. So you got all that stuff pulling on you, you gotta get yourself where you can be strong like Onan. You gotta be strong. I'm just being honest, you gotta be strong mentally too. You need mental clarity. That's right. A lot of people, they mind everywhere. And see, it'll be all right for a while with people. Folks not gonna put up with you long with that foolishness. I'm telling you, listen, this life. Y'all want the truth about life? Folks will cut y'all real quick. Once you can't function, once you can't focus, once you can't get in, you done. That's just life. Man, that's how I designed. Nobody got time for your stuff. You gotta pick your own stuff and go. Y'all saw, they had a man laying in the pool for 38 years. You read the story where the people came by and picked him up, felt sorry for him? Who they were trying to get healed? You think I came on here to let your cripple behind lay on the floor in front of me and you jumping in? How you gonna get in now? The time I'm gonna spend putting you in, I need to get in now. 38 years. Nobody say, you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll try to get it next year. Who said I'm gonna be here next year? Exactly. That's how serious it is. And Yahushua condemned them too, didn't he? No. Not one time. It come down to it. You gotta start looking at it. You gotta get the first person step in the water here, I'm gonna be worried about you. I'm here to do the same thing you do. Your condition, your condition. You know, we done never knew that man had to be older than 38 years. They'd be out there for 38 years. He had to be older than 38 years old. Huh? Can we just read right quick what he told him? Do y'all gotta say that 5 and 14, 5 and 13, your Ukanai? Little Palms don't got to get ready to go back, appreciate it. So they can come back up next week. I don't blame him. I had a cousin like Haywood I be trying to drive to. They want to ride. How many of y'all at Haywood was your cousin you'll just get in the car and just ride to? Trying to think, what tree did I hook to? What branch slapped me and knocked me over here with the Haywood? Ain't nobody done that. Nobody done that. Trouble. Y'all got a mic back down? What is it? 5 and 14. What is it say? You said bye? Oh, 5 and 5. Oh, read 5 and 5, Boston. This is Yukonon 5 and 5. Go ahead and read it.
There was a certain Ish, and he was sick.
Was he Mexican? Then you say you fit. There's another one. He been sick for 55 years. Oh, 5 and 4, Boston. Because I called 5 and 14. Go ahead, 5 and 4.
For a messenger descended.
For the messenger descended?
As appointed time to the pool.
As appointed time to the pool.
And he was stirring the water in it.
He was stirring the water in it.
First one to go down in the midst. After the stirring of the water.
At the stirring of the water.
He became well.
He became well.
From every ailment
and what
that
happened?
clung to him.
And what happened?
And there was a certain Ish, and he was sick, and he was in his sickness for 38 years.
And I called verse 14. What did verse 14 say?
And it came to pass afterward, when Yahushua found him in the bed of the
This 5 and 14, what I call. That's right. I said, what did Yahushua tell him? Did I not say that? And what happened?
And he said unto him,
What did he say?
Behold, you are healed.
Behold, you are healed.
Do not continue in Qatar, lest something great, Rasha, than this happen to you.
So how did he get in that condition?
Qatar.
So you be going around feeling sorry for everybody you see. assuming some just have him out the way. See, his problem, his situation that was his problem. Them people, they were sitting there looking at their problem. Nobody thought about that, did they? I did. They told him, don't keep committing no kata. Something worse than this gonna happen to you. You thought it was bad, 38 years you struggle with this. Go ahead and keep doing it. Something worse than this gonna happen to you. See that? A lot of times you be looking. We all committed kata too. Mr. Hood put everybody in a different situation because of the thing we've done, or they're challenged for us, trying to get it right. And don't make sense to keep doing it. He just told you, you think what you got now bad, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get worse for you. That's why I told you, it's important to listen to what he tell you. That tell you more what you need to know right now. They get out, I'm like the man sitting at the pool for 38 years, so you just been continuing your sin. No, not that part. That's what part you need to be paying attention to. All you heard was 38 years, stand by the water, huh? That's what you heard? I can't hear what you hear. I hear what Yahusha said. If you continue in it, something worse than this gonna happen. Telling me, I know what your problem is. Everybody got their own struggles. Listen, we all in here competing for the same thing, to be saved. We not without committing no kata. That's what brought us here. You ain't got no business continue in it like he told you. Something worse than what you got going on now gonna happen to you. Yeah, you keep doing it, it's gonna get worse. So let me see. Just say the man went out later on, both his legs just kicked off, and his arm. What did that tell you? Just tell me I need to pray harder for God to have mercy on him and heal him and put that arm and that leg back on him. See? He always wanted to let us know.
That's right.
He let him know if anything worse come on him, he gonna be in ignorance?
No, sir. He gonna know why.
He gonna know why. Isn't that right? Or he'll let you know. Let y'all get told of him. Y'all just keep going anyway though. Don't act like now when it get worse for you, you don't know why. I ain't got no idea what's going on with me. I don't have no idea. Because you keep continuing in it. He let us know right now, it's going to get worse. I can hear you, but if you keep doing what you're doing, it's going to get worse than this. That let Tom Smith know, son, you can't go back in no kata. You can't. I know y'all still be fooling around. I get that mic up here, these jokers be lying. You know they'll wait to see who get out first test. Yeah, I better go and get up. You know where you been the whole year. If I know y'all been the whole year, I know you just keep getting out confessing the same junk you keep doing. It don't make no sense. It don't make sense to keep doing it. It don't make sense. How you gonna escape? Y'all set pinpoint standard for these teenagers. That's why they be screwing up. They be watching y'all. They say, well, the grown people screw up. They don't get it from me. Hello? They don't get it from me. They watch y'all play around, let y'all mess around, then they mess around. I told these folks 100 times about these phones. They just, I don't know, everybody here do what they want to do. I get them a dial. I get one of them rotary phones. I just be putting a computer. China put them on 3 hours a week. It's the only time they use the computer to do any game plan. 3 hours a week. That's all the time the kids get. China. You know they kids smarter than our kids. China looking at it, they dumbing them down. Your kids are dumb. Your kids are dumb. They don't want to hear that. Y'all got them doing too much playing. These kids ain't got no career goals. They ain't got no career focus. These kids ain't got nothing. They ain't. You gotta listen. You train up a child in the way they want to go. Who gonna know that? The parent or the child? So when they're old, that's where I'm at. They'll hate me now. Y'all love me later. One Quaalude, y'all love me later. Give them a Quaalude. They love me in the morning. We can't afford to lose another generation. We done lost generations already. We're losing kids. We're losing them. Because we hadn't set up things the way we need to, so we got a fighting chance. I'm just being honest. Growing up, all they see is struggle, struggle, struggle. If I'm a struggle, it's cause I'm a compete in something and I'm gonna complete something. I'm gonna build something so they're gonna see the value in the struggle. They're gonna see the reward in the struggle. They don't need to just see struggle, 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 no reward. That's what we basically show them. So you bet off in the street, you don't do it. It look like Yahuwah don't delight, like Yahuwah don't reward his own. Yahuwah reward his people. You keep your law taught, Yahuwah rewarded people. I don't know what folk doing. Yahuwah rewarded people. If you're constant doing what you're supposed to do, Yahuwah gonna reward you. And the book said, induce it, you'll reap if you faint not. That's just being honest. He gonna make it work. These kids need to see better than what we've been showing them. They need to see consistent. They need to start saying, y'all side playing with them, fooling around, cutting these sorry deals, getting this junk, let them go everywhere. No, you can't go everywhere, you can't do everything. This ain't profitable. That's your investment. That's your biggest investment. Let them hate you now, they'll appreciate you later. I hated mine too. I hard him now, he dead and gone. I appreciate what he was trying to do for me. I understood, he didn't want me to screw my life up. He let them people, them guys screw ups. Leave them alone, stay out from around them. I don't want them in my yard. I already saying, Admiral Joe, he called him dead right, riding to the core. Amount to nothing. In and out of marriages, in and out of prison. He tried to tell me, I don't want him in my yard. Keep him out my yard. He can look at you and tell you, I don't want him in my yard. End of story, no discussion. Like how the man just cut the people off. You don't even know the people. I done seen trash. I already done seen what you trying to look at, son. Ain't no good in them. Cut them loose. Cut your losses while you can. Y'all young folk, we trying to give y'all a future. They gonna fight us on it, because I know y'all gonna break down, y'all gonna go on around me, because y'all live your life to go around me. Oh, preacher trying to tell her how to raise her. Preacher can't do mine. I know, mine got around me as hard as you keep it, they can get around. But I guarantee you they ain't get the support to do it. Whatever they done, they ain't get no support from me to go do no wrong. That's the difference. Y'all keep going instead of learning from someone who don't raise kids and have seen the mistakes you make. Y'all just try it anyway. You just gotta go find out how it's gonna work out anyway. You can't be too broke. You gotta show them something and let them see something. That way they got something to aspire for. Go ahead and lock them up. Don't let them see that. Just keep them down and struggle. All you gotta do is make a kid go to the streets. I know that's what I did. I ain't sell enough. I had to sell some dope. I had to get me some. I can't keep waiting. I can't wait nobody to pay me no Friday and next 2 weeks and put no week in no hole. I said I sell dope. You get your money as soon as you transact. You ride, you eat. I'm just being, I want immediate. So I hit the street. I don't wait on nobody to pay no every 2 weeks, too long. Then as soon as you get your check, cash them at the liquor store, cabinet check at the liquor store, then you get some bill. You go back there and hot, burn up and out, bill pouring out your blood vessel on top of hot rule, hot, and the man tell you sorry. I said, I didn't have enough of this. I go sell some dope. We got to set something up for them so we can show them something. Got to get them. We're going to teach them first by the admonition of Yahuwah, the fear of Yahuwah. That got to be instilled in these kids. Y'all got me? What y'all ain't got, we got to put in them the attributes of serving this man. It pays off to serve this man. It pays off to be obedient to what this man tell you. That man will lengthen your days. A lot of folk gone that came with me. I owe my class book, we look at it. Bunch of X's on them pages. Them niggas gone. I'm trying to be him, and I'm hoping to be around. I can X out the last nigga on there except for me. So I'm still him. Then I'm gonna tell a whole story of what happened in 1986. All them niggas be dead and nobody refuted. Said me and you who on the record. That's how it is. I'm still trying to be him. For somebody to get that book and X me out of there. Keep living. These young folks, y'all gotta keep running by these kids and let them know. Don't let them know. Listen, a lot of them friends y'all got, a lot of folks y'all be looking up to, them folks soon be dead. Strung out, locked up, dead in job, doing absolutely nothing. And y'all admire. You the who done shut this school down on y'all like that. What you gonna do with all them nice clothes on? You got a mask on. Come out and see your face. All that lipstick you did. All that eyeliner pencil on your lip, and then you gotta cover it up. Maybe who will come back and get them anyway. Hard as you trying to hunt, she way down here. No, you don't stretch that far. Your hood done got you now. Cut them off. All that stuff. School dance for what? And grade won't let you go anyway. Especially now you got coronavirus? No. Stay in the house. I'm telling you, man, these folks better look at, man, he done cut all y'all fun out. One day, this little kid coming on, these babies growing up with masks, they gonna be trying to, y'all used to live in a world with no mask? Way back in the olden days. Y'all could shake hands and didn't have no gloves on? Yeah, that was way back yonder. In the olden days, it's gonna be the olden days. Kids gonna be looking at us like how we look at our parents, they talking, they rode on horses and mules. Isn't that right? And then they have no TV in the house. Now they gonna be looking up, can't believe it. But that's where I look at the world. The world done changed. And y'all see where the world at now? They're trying to put your foot down, look at it. If you can't think about your kids and can't think about your, it's still gotta put your foot down. So that's how we gonna do it. You'll get over it. I'm gonna make sure you get to feel this man in your Lord while you young. Do y'all know they supposed to remember him in the days of you? That's right. When? For the evil days come. When they coming? Thank you. Already him. So we ain't got no choice. We got to be the instillers of listen. We got to make sure y'all get this. All right. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll deal with y'all tomorrow. So tomorrow y'all come in tomorrow. What time? You said 2 o'clock. What time tomorrow? What time? What time? I'll let y'all pick. What time? 7 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Come in 5 o'clock. Ken, what you finna do? That sounds like somebody going to work somewhere trying to come in and get off. That man said, get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest. I thought y'all already got your rest. Ain't that right? What about 5 o'clock? We better stay home. That man said he tired. Kim, it's 11:10. And you sleep at 5 o'clock. If you go to sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you come here for that's 12 hours. You don't get up at 3 and you got 10 hours. It's 11. You'll tell you something. He said about 4:30. That's time. President, 4:30. Where these people getting these time from? All right, y'all come up here at 4:30. Some of us will get here at 9 o'clock. I know it, that's right. Nah, they look, that got your attention then. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, that cut that nigga off then, didn't it? We need to start pressing. I'll come on tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll sit. We'll tell y'all kind of go in the Palau. That'll be it. Cause you stay at home, you ain't gonna do them. Just keep walking, looking at that refrigerator. You ain't gonna get no better. I'm gonna be looking at mine. I'm gonna have to remind myself I can't get no water. I just keep looking at that thing all that time. You around there about 4:30, you gonna eat something. 4:30 is 8 o'clock all day. You gonna be eating. If I come 5 o'clock, ain't gonna mean me coming. Yeah, that's true. That's too close to sunset. That'll mess up my time. So I'll come on about 1 o'clock. And talk with y'all and y'all sit back and try to get our head together. All right, 1 o'clock. But the rest of y'all come there. Y'all come in at 4:35. No, they can't. Still, they ain't coming at 4:35. We're just gonna be here in the word. We're gonna be here at 1 o'clock. So I do this so to be fair. 101. Y'all move back. That's why I be fair. I'm about to try to say I try to be no strictly for no time. 101. So y'all come in at 101 tomorrow. I'm trying to think. If y'all leaving him now, 11:10. Man, but I ain't got that gift y'all got. You could sleep till 4 o'clock tomorrow. Wake up and go back to sleep. I wake up at the right time. That's it. I ain't going back. I'm done. How many of y'all can sleep 13, 14 hours? I know my wife can. My wife dies when she goes to sleep. Man, I ain't got that gift. I just can't do it. 13 hours? Man, I'd be so I'd be hurting, man. All right, so 1 o'clock. Y'all good at 1 o'clock? Princess still want 4:30. 4:30? All right, y'all do this. I do this, be fair. How many of y'all want a later time? This ain't a trick for real. Later time. It ain't enough people. No, it ain't. Seriously, I'm not asking. No. What time for the kids? What time y'all want to come in? 6 p.m.? That man said 6 p.m. I'm not coming. 6:30. So what we'll do, I do this then. Y'all don't come in later. All right, 3 o'clock. Y'all come in at 3. Somebody be here at 1 o'clock. No, for real. Somebody come in early. I come in at 1 o'clock. I'll just be here at 1 o'clock. Y'all come in 3 o'clock. Everybody at 3 o'clock then. They come in at 3. Somebody be here at 1 o'clock. For real. I'm not saying y'all for a trick. Honestly, I'm not. I come in at 1 o'clock. Somebody just come in. I'd rather just come in. I just fellowship a little while and just kind of get my mind on I'll be here. But at 3 o'clock, we'll let y'all come in at 3 o'clock. It's not a trick. It's not a trick. It's not a setup. I want to be fair with everybody. Honestly, it's not a trick. It's not a setup. So I'm going to be fair with everybody. I'm going to come in. Most high, well, I'm going to be here at 1 o'clock. I'm going to stop. No, for real. Y'all can't. Someone come late. So you ain't 3. All right, let's do it. Y'all just come in at 3 o'clock. I'll just be around. When I get here. So y'all want all of us to come in at 3 o'clock? That's too late. That's too late, man. I get here at 3 o'clock. So I come at 1 o'clock. Spend them. All right, let's do it. 102. Well, I swear, man. So 102. Everybody, we'll be on tomorrow. 102. And then I'll get up. Y'all can kind of fellowship. Then I'll get back with y'all. We'll probably get up at 3 o'clock. Get them 3 o'clock. People trying to get here. No, I'm trying to help out. Y'all said what time y'all? I can't win. I said 3 o'clock. I was just gonna come in early. Some of us will come in early. Who gonna come in early at 1 o'clock? Man, that's everybody. No, not to say, listen. No. Do y'all want to come in at 3 o'clock? Everybody at 3 o'clock? Y'all just want to do 3 o'clock? 8 o'clock? All right, 103. 103. That'll be meet and greet. You come and just meet and sit back, and I try to talk at 3 o'clock. They give them enough time. So say for 3 o'clock people, later people can't get rest call. I think about the same. So 3 o'clock. You make it at 3? No, you ain't been 103. Y'all come. No, that's it. If y'all want to now. But you gonna come now, you just be meet and greet. All right, I'll be like, oh, I'm here. Okay. I am too, because I'm being. I might make it 105. How many of y'all for one? If y'all pick a time between 1 o'clock and 105, what time? So I'm trying to give y'all an option. 1 o'clock, 105. That man said 6 o'clock. 1 o'clock, and between 1 o'clock and 105, what time? What time? All right, what time? Y'all good at 1 o'clock? All right, let's go. Get up. Give Mr. Yoo-hoo a hand clap. Wonderful.